Swimming 1111. I hope you're doing well today. So I'm super excited to do the fire signs. I'm very excited. I'm sorry you guys are last. I don't know what's going on with that, but it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and start with Aries. Okay, and then we're going to work our way down. So as I was doing my pre-shuffle before I came live, some of the cards that flew out to me that were very noticeable was the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with that message. Whoops, sorry about that. I'm trying to fix this. But that message is really all about hanging on to your family, hanging on to the ones you still have, hanging on to what you've got, making the most of it, being very practical, also having money to spend, because you might be getting a little extra money right now and you're stable enough to spend money on the family. But this is a very thankful energy in the pre-shuffle. And I just want to say, I think all the fire signs are resonating with loving their family and their loved ones and spending more time with them, reuniting with family and being hopeful, being happy, being stable. Yeah. So let's move on. Okay, so we're going to start with Aries. Hi, everybody. The camera's a little bit turned, so I can't see everyone's name, but I know you're there, and hi. I love you guys. Okay, Aries, what's going on with you? Show me the sign of Aries. So you're starting out very confused a little bit, uncertain. There's a lot of possibilities, a lot of doors opening. Some of you guys are thinking about moving. You're thinking, maybe I'd like to move to a different state. Maybe I want to try something new. Maybe I'm bored with where we're at. Maybe I would like to consider getting away or traveling more. You know, these are opportunities and options. Whether or not you're going to physically take those steps is another story. But this is the dreaming phase. These are the fantasies. I'm thinking about moving. I don't know if it's possible. I don't even know if I can, but it's nice to fantasize. If I could live anywhere, where would I want to live? So Aries is thinking about that, okay? Also, Aries is fantasizing and thinking about romance, the future, what the future may hold, really just thinking about what could come, okay? You might be really deeply in a connection with a Cancerian, with the Seven of Cups energy, okay? Bottom of the deck here, Hanged Man. Right now, a lot of these things are on hold. They're just deep thoughts. If you are in connection with a Cancerian, the Cancer has put you on hold for some reason. Or maybe you're putting her or him on hold, but there is a pause to the relationship, trying to explore your options and seeing what everything, what happens with everything. You might be considering a Cancerian as a possibility, but not a certainty. So you might be exploring, kind of playing the field, seeing who's out there. You might have met someone very special that you're, you have feelings for, but you're not quite ready to make that leap into commitment just yet, okay? So you're kind of thinking long and hard about all of this. What is crossing you? The Ace of Pentacles. So you have a brand new beginning now. God is giving you a seed, possibility. This is all the realm of possibilities. It's a thought, an idea. It's a message. It's an offer. This is an offer. Like maybe you got a letter from somewhere that, it's in writing. And someone says, hey, you know what, Aries, I have a job opportunity for you out here in Ohio or out here in California or out here in West Virginia. Here's a job offer. If you'd like to take it, you're welcome to come on down anytime you want, And you're like, okay, I'll think about it. I'm considering it. It could also just be a management position or some kind of leveling up. It could be the start of a new business opportunity. There could be a friend, an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, that says, hey, Aries, do you want to start a business with me? Let's toss around some ideas. I would like to talk about all of this and just see if it's possible. Let's shoot some ideas around and see what we can come up with. This is definitely something physical that you're doing something with. There might also be a possibility that somebody could become pregnant. And it's not somebody that you're serious with. It's somebody that you're lightly dating. It's somebody that you're fooling around with. Somebody that you're playing around with. This person could become pregnant. And that may change your entire world around completely. So this is definitely, could be a pregnancy. Be careful, Aries, because, you know, if you're of that age and it's that time and these things are happening, I would definitely keep an eye out and just see what's going to be happening here. There's a new beginning for you. Whatever was kind of difficult in the past, you're moving on from, because the Six of Cups is right before the Seven, obviously. And that was thinking about the past, reminiscing what was, missing someone. Now you're moving on. So I do see somebody moving on from someone in the past in a relationship and offering a new beginning. This could also be the energy where somebody gets an engagement ring or a piece of jewelry. If you've already been married for some time, your husband or wife may get you a watch or a necklace or something special that kind of marks a milestone that you guys have spent together, or a very special memory or anniversary, or just an I love you. Something that you didn't expect, something that you were dreaming about, and then poof, it happens. This could also be that dream vacation you always wanted to take, and all of a sudden, spur of the moment, you guys take that dream vacation, and now you're able to make that happen. You're able to make it real. Okay? Now, in love, because a lot of you guys tune in and you want to see what's going on in your love life. The person that you want to be with is very confused whether or not they want to be with you. You're giving them the opportunity to be with you, but they're not very sure. And yes, this could be flipped around. Maybe the Aries is doing that. But I kind of feel like it's happening to you, okay? So I kind of feel like someone's confused as you're offering them the opportunity to be with you and actually be in a committed relationship. In your past, you have a Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is I'm pissed off about all the time and energy I've spent. Some of you guys may go on that dream vacation and be pissed off that you spent the money that you did spend. So there may be some buyer's remorse. There may be some buyer's remorse in love, because if you offered someone a relationship and got them a ring or something, and they didn't tell you yes or no, then it means you're kind of sitting there waiting for the yes or no. And you're like, maybe I proposed to the wrong person. Maybe I went out of my way, fooled myself into thinking this could be something. Wow, I'm a jackass. I guess somebody might be thinking that, you know. It could be that. It could also be, someone just spent too much money over the holiday season on love bugs and all the other goodies that you guys did for each other. And you're just very regretful, very, very regretful about what happened. The distant past, we have Libra energy, which is justice. It could be the court system. It's a justice system. For some of you guys, there was a divorce in the past, or a separation, or some kind of legalities that happened that maybe took a lot of money from you. Maybe you had to pay a lawyer. Maybe you had to pay someone off. Maybe you had to pay alimony or child support or God knows what. In your past, you may have had a history for sure. And now you're trying to say, I don't want to relive that history. Somebody here has a dark history and you don't want to go back there, and I don't blame you. You learned your lesson, you want to do the right thing, and you're hopeful. But a lot of you lack the energy, and you lack the focus on getting this thing started. You really lack the focus. If somebody here is an Aries and you're trying really hard, or you want really hard to overcome something, it's going to take some work and effort. Because right behind your coattail is something following you, whether it's karma, whether it's the justice system, whether it's truth and honesty. It's you constantly trying to balance out your life with difficulty. It's very hard. You're going to have to try harder at this. You're going to have to focus more. You're going to have to be more diligent. You're going to have to be more forceful with yourself, or, whatever the situation is. Let's go ahead and see with your present moment. Present moment, Two of Swords, Death. You're not sure about letting something end. You're back and forth. Your heart and mind are at a tug of war. The Scorpio energy is transformation. And it may not be an ending for you. Maybe it's a transformation. You're not ready to change. Aries, take a breath here. There's a lot going on. You have your plate full, 7 of Cups. Changes all around you. Lifestyle changes, financial changes, location changes, justice, legal system changes, mental and emotional changes. You have a lot going on. And you're not quite ready to turn that page, to turn a new leaf. Okay? This is where I said focus has to come in. Yeah, you're being given a second chance. What are you going to do with that second chance? What are you going to do with it? That's the important thing to think of and look at. Something has definitely come to an end. It's never, ever going to go back the way it was. These are 2 major arcanas. Death and justice. Very serious. Okay? Your life has definitely been turned upside down, inside out, and it's not going to get back to the way it was. I don't want to keep reiterating myself with that, but this right here is a grudge, is frustration, is tired of it, is a little bit irritated, and not willing to wait. Rushing into something very hasty. There's a lot of temptation swirling around you as well. If one of you guys ended a relationship over the last year, maybe 7 years, but over the last year, you're trying to get back on the horse again and date, but you haven't gotten over this ex-person. That's the honest truth. You're just not over them. And you might be rushing into a relationship that may lead to more problems for you. You need to really think about this and search your heart. Trust your intuition on this. Don't just make logical decisions. And don't just make emotional decisions. What's coming up in your near future? Wow. 3 of Cups is beautiful. 4 of Wands. I see a happy celebration, a reunion, a wedding invitation. Somebody here in the Aries energy may be getting married. For some of you guys, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know how old you are, but someone may propose marriage to you. They're going to give you a ring. I don't think they have much. I don't think the ring is going to be like, 7 carats and falling off. But it's something that somebody wants to offer you. They want to give you a marriage proposal. They want to have a life with you. Yeah, and I think this is for the springtime. Somebody here is thinking of a springtime wedding. So I'm definitely feeling March for the 3 of Cups, the 3rd month of the year. Somebody is thinking March may be a wedding time, maybe because there's a baby being expected and you need to get married quickly. For some of you guys, that may be it. 7, 8, 9, right? That's 3 more months you might be doing it. I don't know. But anyways, if you're not the ones having a baby and rushing off to the altar, it could just be that you're moving on. Like I said, Aries is moving on, and quickly as you move on, you may find yourself married. This upcoming year, very quick wedding. It's going to be thrown together. People are going to be giving you stuff. People are going to be throwing together a small wedding. It's going to be quick. It's not going to be expensive and well planned out. It's just going to be a nice small celebration, family and friends. And it's going to be a nice wedding for you guys. And you will have moved on from someone that you just broke up with last year. Okay, so this ex is going to be shocked and it may even be a Libra or a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn that you broke up with. But this ex is going to be shocked that you moved on so quickly, because they thought maybe there was still an opportunity, or maybe some future, chance that maybe you guys could have maybe got back together at some point. But this person's going to be very disappointed, because you're not going to even have time to get back together with this person, because hurry up and start dating someone. And for a lot of you guys, I think it's an online dating site that you might meet this person. Even if it's Facebook, I don't really care. But you're going to meet this person online, around friends and family. So you may be introduced to this person or have a friend suggestion. And I definitely think this person could be a water sign. A water with fire in their chart. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and definitely Leo vibrations. Leo is coming in with a big heart. So this person is going to be friendly, a little bit round. I don't think they're going to be extremely fit. I think they're going to be a little squishy. Not too much, but what I'm saying is they're not, New York's top model, okay? This is going to be a down-to-earth country boy, country girl kind of feel. This is going to be someone that is youthful, okay, and has a beautiful face, a very big heart, and a loving family. This is someone that's very good with children. This is someone that you're going to buy a home with. And when you buy a home, one of the biggest parts about this home that you and this person are going to have is going to be a backyard patio or a very beautiful front porch, or both. But this is going to be some kind of a home that you guys are going to share, and you're going to invite friends and family over frequently for visits. And there's going to be a lot of this country kind of southern feel, which is just very family oriented, very hospitable, very loving, very kind, warm, down to earth, good cooking. I am feeling some macaroni and cheese vibes. Someone here wants to make that. Banana pudding vibes are coming out here. I guess, what do you call that? What do you call that? Is soul food, or is that comfort food, right? One or the other. Maybe it's both. I don't know. But there's a beautiful celebration, and you know what? Family is going to be so happy. So again, I hate to bring up marriage for Aries, but that's what I'm feeling. And even if it's not, because some people are like, I'm so far away from marriage stuff. Some of you guys are really moving into marriage, but for others of you, this is a family living together. So we could have adults living together, mom, dad, brother, sister, maybe even the mother-in-law, like this is a large family. And if it's not a marriage, maybe family's coming to stay with you. It could be that family's coming to stay with you. There's something along the lines of just family hanging out, family around each other, family back together, this beautiful reunion, celebration. If you're already married, I could definitely see you guys celebrating a anniversary where maybe a lot of people are invited. This is a very big milestone anniversary. It could be a 25th anniversary or more than that. I don't know. But this is where everyone is just going to be so excited to come. It's just this very nice, beautiful celebration. Again, nothing huge and expensive, just family. You know what I mean? Especially with COVID, who knows what's going on. Okay, let's keep going. There'll be more to this story in a minute, but that's really what's coming across right now. Let's see how you view this situation. So, Knight of Cups, Eight of Wands in reverse. You don't think this is coming soon enough. A lot of you guys, this might be a surprise. Like, oh my gosh. Love, romance coming back to your life, you don't even see that coming. A lot of you guys are going to be shocked that there's an engagement, shocked that there's some kind of a party, shocked about family and friends coming home to visit. Like, what? It's going to hit you like a fish slap to the face. You don't see it coming, all right? You're going to be like, what? Did I get slapped with a fish in my face? Like, did not see that one coming. Yeah, that's kind of what it's going to be like. And the way you see the situation is this is just not happening. I don't know what the fuck Stephanie's talking about. There is no love on the way. There is no romance. There is no wedding. There is no baby. There is no, none of this. What is she talking about? But that's the surprise. That's the Eight of Wands in reverse with the Knight of Cups. Again, you Aries are going to be in a new relationship with water sign. It's very clear. Most of the messages aren't this clear, but this one is. So count your chickens right now. Water sign love is on the way. Sun, moon, rising, possibly a Venus. Could be Jupiter for some women. But yeah, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And if it's not, always check their Vedic. Because a lot of you guys just get stuck on tropical. Check their Vedic. See what's up, right? So Aries is in love with a water sign, or a water sign is in love with an Aries. Tell me about this lover. Okay, this lover is stubborn, wants you and only you. This person is practical. You're safe, Aries. They know what they want. I know what I want. It's not a risk. I'm not taking a risk. This freaking Aries is what the fuck I want. I've known it since high school, or I knew it the moment I met them. Someone here is going to say, the moment I saw you, sparks flew, a bolt of lightning went in my heart, and I knew you were the one. I just knew you were the one. There was nobody else. So somebody here is very certain that Aries, you're the one. Maybe they've had prophetic dreams. Maybe they've had visions. Maybe they just feel it in their gut. But this is someone that is no nonsense character, very direct and straight and to the point. This person does not have any fear to say what's on their heart. No fear at all. They come out and say what's on their mind. They say what's on their heart. Very honest, very outspoken. Again, Southern vibes are here. There you are, Aries, with the Fool card in reverse. This person that wants to be with you, Aries, knows you're not quite ready. Oh, I miss you too, love. Hi, Transformation Queen. So this person that wants to marry you feels Aries is not ready for a new beginning. Aries is still confused. Aries is on the fence, right? And no, I think you're going to say yes. But again, whoever's wanting to be with you, or if this could be reversal, but whoever's wanting to be with someone, the other person is like, is it a yes? Is it a no? Like, I'm waiting. Please don't drive me crazy. This person may also have very strong Libra in their chart. So I just want to say that they could have a Scorpio moon and a Libra sun sign, okay? Or vice versa, okay? They could be in that energy. Cancer vibrations are also flying around here. So maybe, Cancer, sun, moon, or rising. Could be a Venus energy. Leo vibrations are here somewhere in the chart. But for who this person is, they definitely have Libra in some strong placements, whether it's tropical or Vedic. They just do, or they could have you in their 7th house. They could have Venus in their 7th house. And this is the timing for them. Venus has been in Libra. It hasn't even quite moved to Scorpio, I believe. Vedic sidereal astrology. So it's right there. Venus is right there right now, working through relationships and marriages, and it's either going to make them or break them. And this is the time. And as Venus goes into Scorpio, it's going to be that decision time. We're going to turn a new leaf or we're not. We're going to make this work or we're not. We're going to jump in bed or we're not. It's very honest about love and relationships and romance. So there you go. Let's see what your challenges and fears are. So you have the 7 of Wands, and then you have the Emperor in reverse. Aries, some of the challenges here are father negativities. Somebody here did not feel they had a very good father role. So whoever, could be a male, could be a female, I don't know. But somebody here may feel like the father scenario is lacking. There's some kind of fatherless energy, or a child that is going to be fatherless because of the situation. Maybe you're a father and you're not with your child, and that's the challenge. I don't know what this is, but there's a strain on the father energy here with the Emperor as you guys know, is the masculine. He's the divine, and he represents the father, the elder. So that's who he represents. And so the challenge here is a father figure, possibly for some. And it's standing your ground, okay? Stand your ground. This is what you want. You have to take that role, that initiative. There could be a father saying, what are you doing? What are you doing, daughter? What are you doing, son? Jumping into a situation? Do you even know them? You know? And your father may be freaking out and just, no, I don't support that union. And you're going to have to say, too bad. I want it. I'm going to do it. Which Aries does very well anyways. Have you ever met an Aries that doesn't stand their ground? I've never met one. But what happens when Aries meets another Aries? There could be a father Aries, an Aries with a father Aries. We have Aries right here. So there could be a family member or a father figure that is giving you some difficulty, which is the challenge, Aries. And you're just like, God, this person is difficult. Or if you are the father Aries, you may be making it difficult for somebody else. It could be that the woman you want to marry, her father doesn't want her to marry you because he views you as a shitty father or a crappy husband. He would view you as less than, not good enough for her. And so there could be that kind of an energy coming in. Or it could be reversed. There could be a son here, and the father says that girl is not good enough for you. She's not good enough for you. I don't want you to have children with this person. And my left ear is ringing. I don't know. But somebody here is just like, no, I don't want you to do that. They're not good enough for you. Thank you, Victoria Scott, for the $3. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Oh, you guys can't see this card over here, can you? What the heck? Maybe I can move it just a bit. Okay. Well, you guys can kind of see. Shoot. Ah. Well. Okay. That's probably as good as I'm going to get it. I didn't realize you guys couldn't see that. I'm sorry. Now you guys can't see this card either, but we're just going to make do. I'll move it around if I have to, but I'm looking over here. So anyways, we have this, this parental situation coming in, and somebody here is not supportive of the relationship, which makes this very difficult. When two people want to fall in love and get married, they want the support of the whole family. Somebody here has a very nice family, very nice. Could be you, Aries, but there's somebody else's family that doesn't want this union. And so that is going to be the challenge, but it's also a hope that you're going to overcome this, that the family will come together and be supportive. Why? Because there's love here. So what is the outcome? Ooh, the outcome is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I don't know how I feel about that. There's some lessons you have to learn again, but this is a new beginning. It is a change. It's rushed. This is what you want. When the Emperor comes in reverse, it can be dominating, controlling, abusive, rude, okay, negative in many aspects. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is God's hand in this, God's will. And God's will is not really counting right now, because this change is going to happen because you, as the Emperor Aries, you're making it happen. Whether or not there's support of any divine energy, you're just, somebody here, like I said, very direct, wants this to happen. There are people that are saying this is too fast. It's too fast. It's too rushed. You didn't let this play out. You didn't let this, happen naturally. You're rushing. Why are you rushing? Maybe you're rushing because there's a baby. And everyone's like, don't just get married because there's a baby. That's no reason to get married. Don't do that, And Aries is sitting here saying, well, that's what we want to do. It's our baby, it's our life, it's our connection, it's our this is what we want to do. Why can't you all just be happy for us? Just be happy for us. But there's a lot of people here, 7 of Wands, saying, I don't know, Aries, I think you jumped the gun on this. I think you moved on. I think it was an accident, blah, blah, blah. Well, it comes down to, those are people's opinions, and are you really going to let them dictate your decisions? So this is where the indecision is coming in right now at the 2 of Swords. And you're just saying, I don't know what to do. I have to change my life. I have to let the past go. These people don't understand that your past was very difficult, very hard. And they don't understand that this new chance at life is what's keeping you going. This new opportunity is giving you hope and direction and stability. They don't understand that this is in your future. Whether or not you're making that decision or not, or forcing it whenever you force it, is really not anyone's business. Whatever happens, happens. Maybe it is happening too quick, but maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. Either way, things are changing. I think there's going to be some frustration in the long run with all of this. But all in all, I think it's a very celebratory, very good, very happy reading. And I don't think you should be put down on this, because this is a good moment for you. And Aries doesn't have a lot of very good moments. You know, there's always a war going on for Aries. There's always a fucking war. So when you have love and happiness and celebrations amongst a war, so be it. Let these things happen. So carpe diem, seize the day. That's what I say. Do it anyways. And again, if this is not a union where families are feuding, this could just be that you're going to have a celebration of an anniversary. Whoever can make it can make it. Maybe there's family in, you know, far off places that say, hey, I want to make it to your anniversary, but with COVID going on, we're not going to make it. And that's a little bit disappointing because you want everyone to come. But again, it's like, if you can't come, I'm going to do it anyways. You know, people are going to say, oh, you know, Aries, can't you just wait? Can't you just wait till, you know, the summer or maybe the fall? Then we can all come. And you're saying, no, this is when I want to do it. And I'm not going to wait, even to be convenient for all of you. This is our celebration. I hope you can make it. If not, that's okay. I'm not going to be missing it, okay? I wish you were here, but I'm not. I'm going to do it anyways, you know? And if this is about work, for Aries, good times coming ahead. Business opportunities are abound. A new job or a new position is headed your way. You're very stable. You're going to celebrate a new job. You're going to celebrate maybe moving into your own place, having a new home somewhere, moving out somewhere. You're going to celebrate these things. You may have to leave a business where one job doesn't want you to go. One employer says, hey, Aries, don't go. You know, why don't you just stay here? You promised you'd be here and need you. And, you know, this boss is not paying you enough, not giving you the time off when you want. You know what? I do hate to leave, but I have to go for what's better for me and my family. Good luck, though, with your business. You know, and that person's like, God dang. You know, so that could be it. Let's see what Spirit sees as another possible outcome. Chariot. There's definitely a Cancer involved with Aries. You're moving forward, love. Fuck it. Que sera, sera. Carpe diem. I'm moving on. And that's it. You're just moving on. This is a fresh new page for you. You have no clue what's coming ahead in your future. Absolutely not a clue. If you meet someone and get married, that would be news to you today. Today, you're like, I don't even know if that's in my possibility. I don't even know if it's in the realm of possibilities. Well, it's definitely in the realm of possibilities because we have the Chariot. So yes, you are going to be moving on from someone very difficult and very stubborn and very draining, okay? Let's get back to those cards. So yeah, you are going to be moving on. So I don't care. If you think it's not possible, it is very possible. You're going to have to open up your mind. Give it some time, okay? A lot of this may just take a couple months to get moving. Right now, you're kind of waking up to this message. You're kind of hearing this for the first time and just saying to yourself, well, hot damn. I didn't even know any of this was possible. Well, it is possible. And things are going to be moving very quickly for you from here on out. I told you I saw the Ten of Cups earlier. I channeled it. There it is again. Family, reunions, reconciliations, soulmate love, relationships being brought together, families together, reuniting, marriages, unions, sharing a home, being happy, being elated, okay? Coming out of depression, coming out of rejection, okay? Really, that's what's happening for Aries. You're coming out of the fog and out of the dark, which I think is brilliant and great for you. If this were my reading, I'd be saying a hell yeah, okay? Let's clarify some of these cards before I try to finish this up. Show me the Wheel of Fortune for the sign of Aries. Blocked. It's not what you think, though. So that's why the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. It's not yet time. Hanged Man. Blocked. So 10-10. This is coming up. It's not going to come up right away. First, you're going to think that you're blocked, that this kind of a happiness couldn't happen to you, but that's going to change very quickly with the Death card. Right now, you're going through a death and transformation. A caterpillar is dying, so a butterfly can be born. So right now, you're going through the death. This is going to take some time. If there's a relationship that ended for you, you're going to grieve. There's going to be about a 3-month grieving period. Some of you guys are lucky. It may just be a month, but there's a grief going on right now. You may have just gotten over an ex or gotten over maybe somebody dying and passing away on you, just grieving that loss. Some of you guys may be blocked and no longer in contact with a child or a grandchild, and you're grieving this death, you're grieving this ending. And once you've let that die, there is going to be a reconciliation for Aries and family. There is going to be a happy family reunion and celebration and reconciliation in the springtime. So really, that Wheel of Fortune in reverse it's not what you think. It's just a time of healing. Okay? Let's clarify this person that wants to offer you something new. We got stubborn. I knew it. I was like, damn it. I got that 4 of Pentacles earlier. And then I was like, they are sure, they are absolutely positive that they want to be with you. And they're not going to take no for an answer. I mean, of course, they're going to respect you. But this person knows what they want, Aries, and it's you. Bottom of the deck is you're my heart. You have my heart, fucker. So you're not going nowhere. You know, someone's very sure, very, very sure. And if this isn't about love, trust me, the person that is going to make a decision for you to reunite with someone, it's going to happen. It's like, this is a yes, okay? This is a yes. Yes, you're going to have a reconciliation. Yes, you're going to have a happy family. Yes, change is coming for you, Aries. Yes, transformation is in the midst of working it out right now. Yes, someone loves you out there. Somebody wants you out there. Yes, you can be certain of these things. But again, right now you're in the midst of confusion. You're not quite sure what the fuck is going on. And this reading may or may not resonate with you in this moment. But I assure you, when you give it a little bit more time, you're going to see these doors opening up. And all of a sudden, these things that I'm saying, these possibilities, they're going to be happening. Spirit, clarify a little bit more information with the Chariot. What's moving quickly? And like I said, a lot of Aries are really just moving homes, locations. I don't know. Show me Aries with the Chariot. Okay, so this is it. This is it right here. Path to destiny. The path to destiny. That's what it is. That's what that freaking Chariot is. You're coming out of manipulation, out of someone strategizing your defeat. You're having victory. Victory is yours, Aries. Can I just say, hold the fuck on. First of all, Mars rules you. Mars is determination and willpower, dedication and fight. It is the energy to go get what you want. It's desire also. It's sexual drive, okay? It's a heart's drive to get who and what they want, and it's a flag. It claims territory. It defeats its enemies and grabs what it wants. So you are that driven Mars-like energy. And with the Chariot and the path to destiny, Aries, you're meant to win. Do you know being born with the sign of Aries means it doesn't matter what obstacles come in your way. It doesn't matter who tries to mess with you and stop you. It doesn't matter. When Aries puts in the effort, and Aries is a go-getter, and Aries has a destiny, and it's in your chart to overcome something, there's no stopping that train. None. So just know that if you've been blocked, it's only temporary. Okay. So I'm going to read 2 oracles as I end. Show me, Aries, where you headed with the moon oracles. Spirit guides, use these cards, the moon oracles, to guide me for a message for the sign of Aries. Sun, moon, or rising, Venus or Jupiter, Vedic or tropical. Wow! Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Yeah. There's definitely a Libra in your life. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Check it out. Check it out. I said, I know there's a Libra somewhere. There is. There's definitely a Libra involved with Aries right now. And then you have, don't let your past hold you back. South node of the moon. Ketu. And we were talking about your difficult past. We were talking about getting over it. Moving on quickly. Other people are going to be surprised that Aries is literally moving away from the past, but that's exactly what you're doing. Right? Okay. Whew. New breath of fresh air. Let's read this. I really do feel like fresh air coming in. Beautiful fresh air. The South Node, it's like the North Node. It's a karmic point, but its opposite is the North Node, and it relates to the past, perhaps even to past lives. Whatever you're going through, Aries, and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might do. Do you feel stuck in something? Maybe you do with this Hanged Man. You feel stuck. This card is often a sign that the situation or relationship you're asking about has somehow become suffocating and even toxic. It suggests that someone, you even, need to be released, and that there's some kind of addiction going on or an unhealthy attachment, Aries, that needs to be sorted out. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes, even if staying where you are feels safer and easier. The attuned to the moon message is, I release the past. The additional meanings of this card is a relationship is karmic, and it has played itself out across lifetimes. Also, your attraction to someone may be verging on the obsessive. Also, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. So just because you can doesn't mean you should. And these are these temptations with the Seven of Cups. The teaching of this is, okay, I just got a message. I'm sorry, this is for someone young. If you're young and you have the signs that I've mentioned here above, don't just say yes to someone straight out of high school. Don't say yes to someone that is a loser. Don't say yes to someone that hasn't done shit with their lives. Don't say yes to someone just because maybe you're pregnant. Don't say yes to someone just because of some other bullshit. That would be it. That would be wrong. There is happier times ahead. There's true love. There's real life. There's real happiness. I don't know what situation you may feel stuck in, Aries, but don't say yes to someone not worthy of you, because that's, I don't know, that's a warning. For other people that are not in that kind of a situation, go for it. Okay, I think you should take a leap of faith. I think that Emperor and Fool in reverse talk about an Aries not willing to stand up and be Aries and take that leap of faith, take a risk, jump into something, be open-hearted, stop giving a fuck what everyone else says about your life, and just go with your heart. This is for the older, hello Emperor, older, mature Aries. This is not for a young Aries. This is for a mature Aries. For a mature Aries, go for it, okay? Anyways, let's keep reading. The teaching of this card is the south node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going south. On the horoscope chart, it shows that we are likely to become obsessed with something, but which will probably do us little or no good. The south node is karmic, and it's an astrological point that reminds us of the well-known phrase, if you always do what you've done, you're always going to get what you've got. So I think that is your message, Aries, honestly. Don't always do what you've always done. You're going to get what you've always got. You're going to have to change the way you view love, the way you do love, and the way you operate with love. You're going to have to change, grow, awaken, and mature. You're going to have to stand up for yourself and do the right thing, even when that right thing feels so hard to do. Sometimes getting up and doing the right thing is the hardest thing to do, but when you do it, you're closest and more aligned with God. You're more aligned with your soul purpose. You're more aligned with destiny. So always feel pulled to do the right thing, even when it's the hardest thing to do. And also just know, Aries, a new romantic cycle. I feel very much so with an Aries, and they might have Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio in their chart, especially Cancer and Scorpio. You're definitely going to have a new relationship with somebody else. It's coming up for you. Are you willing to let go of your ex? That's the question here today. So before I leave this Aries reading, I'm going to do an Elk-Quay Oracle about love. And this is going to be your advice about love. Spirit, can you give Aries some advice about love? Give some advice. So we have Elise, she who grants wishes. Elise, the wish, desires, and hope. I like it. Maybe you're going to meet someone with that name, or Alicia, Elise, Alice. Aries is very similar to Elise. That may just be a sign. Let's go ahead and get it. Maybe just somebody with a name with beginning with an A. Could be, you know. That's coming across. Okay. See if you guys can see that. Okay. Wishes and desires and hope. Elise, she who grants wishes, dances among the stars in purple and gold. Her eyes gaze downward to catch all the wishes being made. While she can't acknowledge every wish, she waits for the ones that truly touch her heart. The wand she carries displays the bright light of hope we all send up. This is her energy, her gift, what motivates her to continue her dance and to hold her attitude of listening. Elise tells you to find what you want, what your wishes are, what your heart's desire is. So do not answer too quickly. Sometimes we wish for a horse when what we truly desire is movement. Your duty to yourself is to dig deeply into your own wants and needs. Heed the proverb, be careful what you wish for, you may get it. So she who grants wishes requires you to apply direction before you say what it is you want. Elise's goal is not to withhold things from you. She merely hopes you will not waste the wish gift today. This card brings work, but also fulfillment. What is the underlying reason for your heart's desire? What are you willing to do to have this desire fulfilled? Where can you use more hope in your life? It's Aquarius energy. So where are you going to use more hope? Show me the person of your past. The person of your past was the love of your life. It was an earth sign. You wanted to marry this earth sign. Okay? You probably lived with this earth sign, got married to this earth sign, wanted children or had children with this earth sign. You made a life with this earth sign, okay? And there was a wall being built. And you have had terrible sleepless nights since then. You have had no peace, no rest. You bet your ass it was an earth sign. You really wanted to dedicate yourself to this person. You really wanted to dedicate yourself, but it didn't work out. You know why? Because it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. And it's going to be hard for you to let that go and welcome new love in. So you're going to have to. You're going to have to try really hard to do that today. Okay? I love you, Aries. Thank you so much for watching this reading. I appreciate you. Keep tuning in to see more readings. I will be starting January, the New Year's readings. For the new year, I intend on doing something differently for my signs. To make it better for the new year, I intend on doing the rising, the moon, and the sun for each sign. Okay? That way you can know a little bit more energy specifically for where that sign is in your chart. I do like to keep it more open, but I think I'm going to start the new year off with something different. So I'm going to be doing that. Okay. Thank you, guys. Hope that resonated for someone. All right. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already and you're watching and you're digging this reading. Please go ahead and do that. Hit the bell icon so you know when I am live, so you don't have to worry about any of those pesky commercials. All right. Let's dive in. What's one more subscription? I know you've got hundreds. Come on now. What's one more? Unless you're filtering them all out. You're like, I don't know. Testing it out, Steph. Testing it out. You guys are funny. All right. So we're going to dive in now to the sign of Leo. Leo. Sexy Leo. Beautiful Leo. Oh, Leo. Why you got to drive everyone crazy, Leo? Why is Leo got to drive everyone crazy? Spirit, please guide me right now at the tarot into the energy of the sign of Leo. I want to get a true and honest reading here for the sign of Leo. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Jupiter. Okay, so bottom of the deck we have a Page of Cups. There's definitely a Leo that has a son or a young man, could be a daughter, I don't care, that they're worried about. There's a child in concern. It could be your own child. It could be the person you love's child. Okay? You want to marry someone that already has a child, but they're not financially stable. You don't know how to get control of the situation. You love this person, even though they're not ready to be responsible with you. Marriage is happening, and there's no stopping it. They want a new love with you, a new life with you, but you're not so sure you want it. Virgo's in here too, could be a cusper. You're not so sure you want it. You think they're there for sex. You think they're there for something quick, a quick fix. You want more than a quick fix. Okay? You want a lifetime of certainty, and this person can't offer you that. That's just the opening. We're going to get more into it right now with Leo. Spirit, please guide me for Leo. Guide me right now for the sign of Leo. Show me Leo. What is the center of your universe right now? There's a lot of uncertainty about a relationship and a lot of concern for a child. Oh. Leo, it looks like you're walking away from a relationship. Bottom of the deck is a Virgo. Interesting. And I mentioned Virgo earlier. We have Scorpio vibes here, though. But I definitely feel that you are walking away from a Virgo. If you're a cusper, let's just say you're walking away from someone that you've been dedicated to, and the relationship was happening for sure, but they did not have all their ducks in a row. It was almost the essence of this person was good looking, sex was good, romance was nice, it was exciting to have a relationship, and it was nice to be partnered with somebody, but they were lacking the financial fundamentals to have a long-lasting relationship. They were lacking either, i.e. the credit, the job, the intelligence. Maybe they were intellectually just not smart. And, you know, some Leos are picky. Some Leos have an ideal. I want to be with someone intelligent. I want to be with someone put together. I want to be with someone that has their financials in order. I want to be with someone that I can grow old with, and we're going to be secure. I don't want to grow old with someone that doesn't have a clue for their life and they're already aging, you know, and this is old. So older, this could be somebody that is well into their 30s, if not 40s, and you're like, what's your excuse? You're not 20. You're not 10. What's your excuse? Why do you not have your shit together? How is it you don't know how to navigate life? Because I feel Leo is with somebody very naive and immature that does not know how to navigate their life. And they're counting on Leo, or it could be reverse. It could be reverse, okay? Maybe the Leo's the immature one. I don't know how the scenario paints it out for you, but this is the situation. But yeah, it's like grow up, okay? Just grow up. I can't stick around for this. What is it with the fire signs and Cancer vibes this month? You have a Cancer vibe crossing you. Leo, holy shit. You may be heading towards a Cancer person. A Cancerian, possibly a Gemini. You're headed towards this person. You're leaving a Virgo or leaving someone like this, maybe a Sag, maybe a Virgo. You're leaving that person and going towards this other person very quickly. Someone may have a black or white truck or car. Someone may be packing that shit up. Somebody may be having a gray vehicle, also silver. Okay, so that's kind of the colors that I'm seeing here. But someone's just pack your shit, or I'm packing my shit and I'm going, one or the other. And it's just that time. So what's crossing you right now is I got to get moving. I've got to go. It's been nice. It's been real nice, but I'm off for better right now. Show me the past. Very unhappy, Leo. Oh my God. Oh my God. Leo, you are so miserable. You are so freaking unhappy. Oh my God. This is big, like really big. The Sun and the Ten of Cups talk about emotional happiness, joy, prosperity, and abundance, and warmth, and healing, and good things. Everything good in your past is gone. You had a very shitty past. I'm not saying it was all bad. You had family, so I'm sure there was some good times. But right now, what this looks like, and I don't care how optimistic you are, the bad outweighs the good. And I don't know if that's just your relationship or your childhood or past lives. It can be whatever past you want it to be. But the past was really shitty. No bueno. No lie. You're off seeking happiness. You're not happy with this person. What are you dealing with right now? You could be dealing with another Leo also. But mostly it's Virgo, you know. But listen, it could be a Sag. Whatever's going on here, Leo, right now, you really, you want this relationship for the family. Remember earlier I brought up the Page of Cups, and there is some kind of a water baby, possibly, maybe a Leo baby. that you really want this to work. There could be children involved, multiple children, could be 4 children. I feel 4 children, but it could just be a couple, I don't know. But what I'm feeling here is I hate to leave stuff. I hate to fucking leave because there's kids involved. And I really want to be there for them. I want to be there for them. I want this to work for them. This is what I feel is the right thing for them. But my heart wants something else. I really desire to leave. I'm not into this relationship anymore. So what you're dealing with right now is I'm ready to end this. I just can't. I'm sorry. I know it was good for a time. I understand we had a lot of passion at one point. Maybe sex was really good, but it's just, it's dwindled down to nothing. I'm not feeling it. In the future, yeah, it's over. It's over. In the future, Leo, you're done. You're going to offer love somewhere else. Again, that page is coming up. There's children involved for sure. But again, I'm having to leave and move on and offer something else. I've got to communicate. In the future, you're quietly going to leave the situation. What do I mean by quietly? I mean, you're not going to brag about it. The whole world is not going to know that Leo just left. It may take people months before they realize that this relationship is over. I mean, people may not even hear about it. I don't know if this is a famous relationship or it's just very public. I don't know. But people are not going to know that this situation is definitely over. And you're going to slowly rebuild your life. It's possible the person you're leaving may not even know you're making plans to leave them. I did know somebody personally that was in a very serious relationship for 3 or 4 years. And they were talking about babies and marriage. They were living together. Everything seemed fine between them. Of course, they had some financial issues. Of course, they had some ups and downs. But no one really thought they were going to break up over it. The person that was in the relationship did not even sense at all that there was going to be a breakup. The person that got left was very young. And we are talking about a page. So the person that got left, that was her first love, her first apartment, her first job, her first everything. And she just did not know what the fuck about life. And for the man that she was with, it was also a lot of firsts for him. And so it was a young relationship for sure. But the shitty part of that connection was he planned on leaving her without telling her. He didn't say we're going to have a breakup. He didn't say I want to leave. He didn't tell her he was going to go. In fact, the opposite. He kept fighting for her. Every time they would have a pitfall or a downfall financially or with family, he was right there begging to be with her, right there pulling her back in. So she thought he was always going to be there and he was always going to fight for her. That was her family for the rest of her life, that they were going to grow old together. That's just what couples do. They have ups and downs. That's what she believed. Until one day, she came home from work to find the entire apartment cleared out of all the furniture. The bed, the couches, the table, the bathroom stuff, everything. He had cleared it all out. And the worst part was he had sex with her that morning before she went to work. And she said it was one of the best they'd ever had. He was very passionate, kissing her, wanting her, and she was really in love that day. She went to work on a high, thinking their love was so beautiful. And when she came home, come to find out that he had called her mother to meet her at the apartment because he knew she was going to fall apart and break down at the breakup. And she did. She was suicidal. She was depressed. She didn't leave bed for weeks. She didn't eat. She wanted to die. She got whatever pictures they had of each other and went to Walgreens and blew them up into 8x10s just to feel like he was still there. She was searching for him, couldn't find him. She didn't have a number. Back then, there was no cell phones like the ones we have today. You could just change a number really quickly, and that's it. So there's no texting, there's no emails, there's no connection that you could stay connected to someone's Apple account or something. It was just done. There was no Facebook, there was no MySpace, there was no nothing. And all there was a pager and a number, and those were gone. So she had no way of contacting him. He changed jobs. He moved somewhere she didn't know. She kept looking for him, asking friends, going to mutual places. She lost him. So there's more to that story, and it's long, but believe me, that's kind of what I'm feeling here in this reading, is someone here is not happy, and they're not expressing it. It's all emotional. They've emotionally already left. They just haven't physically done it yet, but they're emotionally checked out. They're not there. And they've been unhappy for a long time. And they feel like they have to get up and move and leave. Okay? And so right now someone is only there because they feel they're there for children or family. There's pressure. There's a lot of pressure for someone to be here. Maybe children are dependent on them to get to and from school. Maybe moms and dads are dependent on someone for the elderly. Maybe they're dependent on someone for financial reasons, bank accounts, bills being paid, whatever. There's a lot of reasons why somebody really feels that they want to be here. And it could be sex driven as well. But the fulfillment of the soul, because this is soul searching, the fulfillment of the soul is not here. So it's like everything's, it's not there. And look, I channeled this. 4 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups earlier. And that was my drawing cards before I went live with you. 10, 10. Again, just like Aries, right? There's a new beginning coming. You don't have the Death card. You have I have to follow my heart card. Sorry about that. So the Queen of Wands is looking this way. She's not looking that way. So what's happening here is she's trying to pull herself away from this connection of family pressure. She's trying to pull herself away from this. And that's you, Leo. This is you. Queen of Wands. So I definitely feel a Leo wants to go somewhere else. And the only reason someone has been around is family pressure. Okay? In the future, someone's definitely going to be taking that step, even if it's a small baby step, putting a deposit down on a new apartment or a new house, giving a friend a message and saying, I'm coming over to stay with you, quietly. Because the 6 of Wands in reverse is not a victory, it's not a win, and it's not public. It's very quiet, it's behind everyone's back, it's secretive, and it feels like a loss. It doesn't feel like a win. So someone feels like, I'm glad I get a new beginning, but I don't feel very good about it. So somebody is leaving with a lot of guilt, okay? It is what it is. Or, if this is a past reading for you, it could be your past. I don't know. I don't know how this resonates for you. Let's go ahead and go up. The first card we have that talks about how you are in the situation is the Hanged Man. And this is, I feel stuck. I feel like my hands are tied. I feel like I'm held against my will. Someone here feels stuck and held against their will. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Someone here feels like I can't work with this anymore. I can't move on. There's no progress. I'm stuck and this isn't moving forward. Somebody's been in a relationship and I honestly feel like it's not going anywhere. You're not happy. Somebody here wants marriage and forever, but the other person says, why would I give you marriage and forever? I'm not even happy. there's no progress. This is the secret. It is a secret. Somebody says, I don't see forever with you, but they don't have enough balls to tell someone, I don't see a future with you. Maybe someone doesn't have enough balls to tell themselves that. It could be that. Soul searching. Somebody doesn't have enough balls to just look in the mirror and say, I'm not going to go forward with this person. Okay, this is going nowhere. I don't know what's going on, but that's what's going on. Show me the other person. Yeah, there's another Leo possibly. Could be Vedic, but there's another Leo involved. Virgo is very prominent. Virgo, Leo placements. For you, Leo, this person would have like a September birthday, you know, maybe in October, possibly. It could even be a late August. Okay, somebody here's involved. Anyways, the other person, if it's a child, you have a child that's an August baby. There's an August baby child that is very worried about you. And this child would be not an adult, but mature enough to know that someone's suffering here. Yeah, it's a child. It's a fucking kid. Page of Wands. Page of freaking Wands. It's a fire baby. So yeah, someone here definitely has a kid that's like, look, Dad, Mom, I know you're not happy in this. You should just go. And that kid knows it. Okay? And if it's the person that you're with, this is the person that you're going to leave, they feel helpless. They're trying to manipulate you and control you by using children to keep you here and make you stuck. Somebody is manipulating you to stay. But you can't leave. I'm supporting you and the kids. But you can't leave. The kids are counting on us. You can't leave. For the kids' sake, what's going to happen to them? You can't go. You cannot leave. That's the control and the manipulation. Someone is, with the Page of Wands in reverse, speaking to you in a controlling, dominating way without good information. And if it's not children, it's just a childish individual, an immature, bratty, manipulative, selfish, controlling, obsessive individual that does not want to let you go because they want to get whatever it is they can get from you and your family. And they want that. They want this fucking Ten of Pentacles if it's the last thing they do. And so that's a lot of your frustration here with this person is they're restricting you and they're choking you. It's like they have a noose on you. And Leo, you want your fucking freedom. Enough of this shit. This is someone that has a GPS on you. This is someone that stalks you. This is someone that has friends spy on you. This is someone that has codes to get into all your shit. This is someone that, while you're sleeping, puts your thumbprint on your phone and lies about it and says some other shit, that something like they were getting text messages from someone about you and them trying to bust you up, knowing damn well there was no communication between him or her and someone else. They snuck on your phone and got those messages and screenshotted it and sent it to their phone, knowing damn well they lied about it, but they're manipulating you to catch you up in a lie. It's that kind of control. And whether or not you're doing it is, you know, beyond me right now, but I'm just saying the person you're with is conniving and sneaky and controlling and manipulative and very charismatic, argumentative, and temperamental. So this person, this individual that you're with, Leo, has a temper, and I would say has a temper tantrum like a little fucking kid. So this is the person that would, you know, slam doors, punch walls, kick off car mirrors, kick a car, slash tires, egg a house, throw the dishes around, burn clothes, throw them out the window. You know that shit. Temperamental little fit. Someone that says, I'm going to call so-and-so and tell them all your fucking business. If you leave, I'm going to punish you. I have revenge. You know what I mean? So we have somebody here that is threatening and psychotic. And I'm going to say, you should worry. You should worry because you have a very childish, immature psycho on your hand. No wonder you're not engaged anymore. I hate to say it, but sometimes psychos are really good in bed. Have you ever fucked a bipolar person? I'm sorry to be so rude, but damn. What was that movie with Wedding Crashers with Vince Vaughn and the redhead girl? And she was like stalking them everywhere. And he was like, she's fucking crazy. And then he ended up marrying her. He married that crazy ass girl. I don't know. Sometimes two people are crazy and they're good for each other. But when you have one very sane person, very serious person, and one very insane person, that's not a good mix. See, Leo, how you're coming across, and it may or may not be you, this could be reversible for whoever I'm reading for, but how I'm reading you is the Hermit, Virgo, and maybe you're a cusper. But how I'm viewing you is serious. You have a sense of humor, but it's definitely a more dark, serious kind of sense of humor, maybe even a sexual sense of humor, but it's not a goofy, sense of humor. It's not like that. It's not Psycho Roger Rabbit, okay? This is more, the detective on Roger Rabbit, whatever his fucking name was. He made jokes, but he wasn't Roger Rabbit, and that's kind of how I see you. Like, if you have a sense of humor, it's a serious sense of humor. You see what I'm saying? And the person you're with is fucking Roger Rabbit. So I don't know. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on here. Obviously, there's a Jessica Rabbit out there for you, and it sure as shit ain't Roger Rabbit, okay? It sure as shit ain't this shit show. This is a shit show. You're extremely unhappy, and fucking this person is clinging to you. If you guys have ever seen Roger Rabbit, there was a girl that was a cartoon that was trying to be Jessica Rabbit. And in the silhouette in the background, she looked gorgeous. She had the hourglass figure. And she had long red hair and pretty eyes. And from behind, she looked like Jessica Rabbit. She had a nice apartment. And then she turns around and she goes, "A man!" And she runs to him and her face got all ugly. And she was psycho. So this is like a fatal attraction. He was fucking running for the hills. You know what I'm saying? And this is I should title Leo Fatal Attraction. I mean, is it fatal? No, I don't see death. Aries had that shit. Maybe Aries had the fucking fatal attraction shit going on. But Leo, you have some crazy attraction going on here. You definitely have a psycho on your hands. I hate to say it like that, but it's true. For the cross watchers, I'm sorry. It could be reversed for you. It could be your message and there's like a crazy third party out there. I don't fucking know. But I'm going to tell you, there's fucking psycho here that is psycho obsessive and very twisted. Now, what is your challenge and your hope, right? Your challenge and your hope. So, whoops, let me get these settled. Okay. If you guys can see, I'll bring you a little bit further. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. So as you can see over here, the challenge that you're facing is 9 of Pentacles in reverse. And the hope is the 4 of Wands upright. The challenge is being financially independent away from this person. I think part of the reason you've been in this relationship, Leo, is because they brought something home. They brought a paycheck. They were able to make sure a lot of your bills got paid, or reverse it. They needed you to get the bills paid. But whatever the situation is, Leo, somebody was very codependent on someone financially. And if it's not actual pentacle financials, it could be somebody was dependent on someone to care for the elderly, a mother-in-law, father-in-law kind of energy. Dogs could be an issue. Children could be an issue. Okay, a home, a house could be an issue. Property, vehicles, work, timing, schedules could be an issue. So yeah, there was a lot of codependence, and the challenge here is to be independent and not dependent on anyone. Able to stand on your own 2 feet by yourself. Able to be healthy, watch your health, watch your body, watch your mind, be secure, be happily single and not a total tear-jerking mess because you got out of a relationship. You're going to have to be strong on your own, and that's going to be a challenge. A hope is that you are going to find someone out there that you can be happy with and you can marry. Someone that would support you and love you and be a real partner in life. You know, someone that you can have children with, someone that you can grow with, someone that feels like a twin flame or a soulmate. The 1111, the gate, the portal, the stability of the relationship. You want to be with someone stable, emotionally stable, okay, mentally stable, physically and emotionally stable, and you do want a chemistry. You want a sexual connection with someone. So the challenge and the hope is that you are going to be okay on your own and you're going to meet someone worth having. Okay? If you're already, you know, literally 10 of Pentacles married, Leo, then I see that over 2021, there's going to be a breakup and a separation with that 8 of Cups. So expect that breakup or separation. It's not for everybody, but it definitely looks like it's in the cards. So what is the outcome? The most likely outcome. 3 of Wands in reverse. Your ships are not going to come in. This is not going to get fixed. It doesn't matter how much, it doesn't matter how much somebody wants this to work, because somebody wants it. Somebody really wants it, and there could be a mutual fire sign with Earth, but somebody really wants this to just pull through, have a miracle. It's not going to happen. The most likely outcome is it just won't. It's not going to make it through this period. If you guys have made it through hard periods before, 2021 is not that time. So if you've been unhappy, this is your reading. If you've been a happy-go-lucky, my marriage is great. Okay, Tony the Tiger, this isn't your reading. I wouldn't have even started out with an 8 of Cups, Tony. All right? If you were fucking happy, that wouldn't have even fucking showed up. And you sure as shit wouldn't have gotten the Sun card and the 10 of Cups in fucking reverse, Tony the Tiger. So you're great on your way out of here, because this ain't your reading. But if you have been unhappy, which is in the cards, and you're definitely in the energy where you're emotionally detached, emotionally walking away from this relationship, just gone, okay? Expect the physical to be happening soon. All right? The physical will be happening. Let's get a miracle. What can Spirit see happening for you in your life? What does Spirit see for you? Ah! I knew it! Sorry I hurt your ears. I told you, your challenge and hope is to get a twin flame. And I told you a soulmate or a twin flame, right? 1111, 4 Wands. Well, Spirit says that's fucking possible. Yes! Yes! Spirit's like, let this shit go. All right? I'm going to give you a real miracle. Gemini card here, the Lovers card, 1111, twin flames, divine soulmate lovers. You're going to get that connection. You're going to get the right person. Okay, Archangel Raphael is here. Okay, with the red wings. He's coming in with love, mending these hearts, giving you true love, giving you someone that you were destined to be with. The Lovers. It's going to be a choice. And the only way you're going to get this Lovers card, which is a miracle card, which is a spiritual possible outcome, if you manifest this, the only way you're going to get this is if you let this shit go. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you do. Let this shit go so you can go ahead and go get you some of that. All right? Because that's what's definitely in the cards. You're going to have to do some inner soul searching. You've got to do some soul work. This is a soul journey by yourself, single and alone. Virgo vibes, focus. You're going to have to search your heart on what you want, what you desire. You're going to have to keep the faith with a star. You got to have hope. You're going to have to will it, and it will be yours. You're going to have to see it in your mind's eye for it to become real in your reality. You're going to have to make those tough choices and walk down a road alone. So there is going to be a period for Leo that you're going to have to be single. And as we all know, Leos are not, and I hate to put you out there like that, but Leos are not great at being single. Let's just be honest. When it comes to a single energy, which is why it's a challenge, you suck at that. And the reason you suck at that is because you love to cuddle. You love to go out with someone. You're not someone that likes to eat alone. You're not someone that likes to go to the movies alone. I mean, you will because you're confident, but you really want that partner. There's always a desire in your heart to go and have that partnership because you want to be around people. And even your 1/7 Leo is Aquarius, and that is friends. That is large gatherings, large groups, events. You're always looking on the outside world at what's out there, and you do want a companion. You do want someone. So it is hard for you to be alone. If a Leo has children, Leo can be alone for even years. Leos can throw themselves into their children, and that is their partner. Those are the ones they'll go to the movies with. Those are the ones they'll go to the baseball games with, the concerts with, the park with, the events. Leos, if they have children, they're okay to be single because they have children. They have someone to be with. But when you get a Leo that's all alone with no children, no roommate, no best friends, it's very hard for a Leo to be completely and utterly in isolation. And especially with COVID, this is going to be difficult for you to be completely alone. A lot of you guys have been, obviously, because of COVID, but a lot of your Leo outlets have been Facebook, have been FaceTiming. You've had the ability to go out and get something to eat, go say hi to people at the local Starbucks or Dutch Brothers, or go to the store or go do something active outside, outdoors, So you've been able to see people. If you were truly in isolation, it would be a different story. It'd be terrible. One of the best things that a Leo can do when they are in isolation is self-improvement. And that's where we're headed. So we're going to go there. Leo is working on self-improvement. So what's Leo going to be doing? Self-help videos, self-help seminars, self-help books. You're going to be listening to self-help gurus. You're going to be doing workouts, health changes, meditations, all those kinds of self-help things. You're going to be really working on self. So I see Leo just turning a new leaf, moving forward, loving you, which is great. Hanging on to what's important, that Four of Pentacles. Being work-oriented, focused on stability, right? Earth energy. The Four of Cups in reverse is you are no longer going to feel rejected. You're going to put yourself first. Love is important to you. And you've been rejecting true love for a long time based on security or based on mediocrity or based on what other people think. Now you are putting love first. Four of Cups in reverse, Eight of Cups upright. You're walking away for some better love. The 999 is going to be prominent for Leo. You're moving on for self-improvement, self-love, period. And there will be a reconciliation with a soulmate. Twin flame. Very strong Cancer vibes. Six of Cups, Chariot, but also Gemini vibes. Okay? And maybe you're a cusper. I don't know. But there is that strong vibration. I think the person you might be going towards is definitely going to be a Cancer or a Gemini. And possibly somebody with Sag with a lot of optimism. Okay? But that's what I see coming on. Let's go ahead and get some clarifications. Clarify that Three of Pentacles for the sign of Leo. Yeah, just done. We got another it's not what you think. But that Three of Wands is just fucking done. Yeah. I mean, the outcome is you're done with a relationship, Leo. So if there's a Leo watching there, if you've been unhappy, that relationship is very much over. And if you haven't seen it yet, it's about to happen. Especially for the cross watchers. You know why? Because this relationship is not what people think. A lot of people think that this union is happy and wholesome and good, but it's filled with abusive control and obsessive sickness. Like, it's just not a healthy relationship. This is just extremely unhealthy. 10 of Cups, Sun in reverse. Like, what a totally toxic family. Okay? I think I want to dive into what kind of love this Lover's energy is going to bring you. Show me the love of the Lover's card. Whoops. We got two. We got Jenna. She who calms, stillness, purity, and quiet. And we have the Owl. So this lover that you're going to meet, Leo, is intuitive, psychic, spiritual, divine feminine energy, very smart. Okay. This person that you're going to go towards, Leo, is very calm. This person is meditative and has a nice, chill vibe. Very laid back, very chill vibe. The other card here is Elixir. She who forgives. Remorse, guilt, and forgiveness. So what this relationship is going to bring you, Leo, is it's going to bring up some things where you're going to maybe feel remorseful about it, okay? There is going to be some guilt coming up, but there's going to also be forgiveness. And I think a lot of the problems here is going to, I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I'm sorry I was gone so long. I'm sorry I wasn't present for you. I'm sorry I was away. I'm sorry I didn't find you sooner. Maybe this is a past person that you guys had a breakup with a long time ago and you're going to make amends. You know, that could be it also. So there's just going to be, whoops, yeah, there's going to be an apology possibly with a twin flame or soulmate for Leo. Let's go ahead and read that. She who forgives wears a simple autumn leaves in her hair. Her hazel eyes welcome you to the world. Her green of her gown echoes her nature's favorite color. Nature is her favorite color. She is a healer. She is a psychic. She's an intuitive. She holds an intricately etched decanter containing a healing elixir of forgiveness. But there is a dare hidden here. Like all miracle cures, you must seek her out and complete a task. Elixir's magical liquid can soothe your woes. But first, Leo, you must first address what caused those pains in the first place. Are you willing to engage in this arduous, possibly perilous journey to the center of yourself? Wow. Chills. This is the perilous journey into yourself, the soul searching. And what you're going to find with this lover is once you've done this soul searching, Spirit's going to give you this lover. Elixir appears because, Leo, you seem to be seeking solace from hurts inflicted by others. You must ask yourself if those wounds were self-inflicted. Did you stay too long in a relationship when you knew you should go? Did you not return when you had messages that you were needed? There are so many ways we can harm ourselves, but the worst of all is guilt. We heap blame on ourselves when we can't undo what's been done. Remorse for things said or unsaid. All of this must be dealt with when we seek healing. The message of this card is you can be healed, but first you must forgive yourself. If you were to write a letter asking for forgiveness, Leo, what would it say? If you were to write a letter telling someone that you forgave them, what would it say? And what do you need to do in order to let go so you can heal? So personally, reading that message, Leo, I think a lot of this was being in a relationship too long. You knew you should have gone. And I think that this other person always connected to you, was always giving you messages that you were not willing to receive. You were too controlling over the situation, and you weren't open to this true love because you weren't willing to let go of whatever the situation is here. So I think that person is going to forgive you. You are going to reach out to that person in the future, it looks like. Yeah, there's going to be a painful walking away and realization, but all in all, I think you have a good chance to be happy. Since we're talking about healing, let's get a an herbal oracle for your last oracle. Give me a card for the sign of Leo. Balance, Libra. Bottom of the deck is guidance, Sage. This is cleansing and detoxing. Sage is always purifying, and it's going to help you be guided in the right direction. So balance is coming up. Passion flower. Could be a Libra somewhere involved in this also, which may be a sign for you. A return to center is needed, Leo, and maybe also offered. Have you taken something too far, Leo? Or maybe not reached out enough? Now is the time to come back to a more harmonious and even place. Stability is what you should be focused on at the moment, and rash actions and decisions are to be tempered. Now is the time to take a risk. Now is not the time to take a risk, but rather step back just a little and see what transpires. You may find you need to get more rest or time away or retreat. So yeah, I think you're definitely gathering your thoughts and doing some soul searching. Overall, underall message for Leo is soul searching. You're not happy with your life. It's time to make some changes. You are going to meet somebody worthwhile and a divine soulmate, but you're going to have to get out of your own way. You're going to have to let go of your family in some sense, your circle of friends and acquaintances that you deem worthy as family, or you're just going to have to let go of the things that you've been so stable in. Whatever this union, this marriage, this connection that you've been so heavily involved in, it's got to go. And that's just the essence of it. Right now, you do feel stuck, and you know it's not going anywhere. So the decision needs to be made. The challenge is, are you going to love yourself enough to do it for you? Thank you so much, Sun Val. Steph, that was more than a personal reading for me, my DM situation. You are amazing. Yay! Thank you, Sun. Oh, I love you. Thank you for the $9.99. I love it. I just love that the reading can relate to someone. I love validation. It just, believe me, readers need it. Readers really fucking need it. Thank you so much. I'm so glad. Take a big breath, Sun Val. This is definitely happening. Is there a moment of pause and self-reflection? You bet your ass. But we're going to do it, and we're going to do the right thing. So true love is on the horizon. Balance is being restored. I'm so happy. You have a beautiful reading, Leo. Good luck with that. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, okay? If you're interested in anything else, you can always go to jks1111.com, and you can always donate whatever you like at Cash App or purchase whatever you like at Cash App. I am not done yet. We're going to go into Sagittarius. But first, I have to go get my charger before the phone dies. So I will be right back. Thanks, guys. Okay. Alrighty, got my charger. Okay. All right, oh, the light went off. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, can you guys see good? It's all good? All right. So that was a great reading. That was a very good reading. We're going to dive in now to Sagittarius. But before I go, I didn't get one of these for Leo. So let me get a true love oracle for Leo. Show me an energy of the Eight of Cups. Show me the energy of the Eight of Cups for Leo. Okay. Oh, got a lot of them. Okay, so the first one I see is true love. So definitely Eight of Cupping it so they can go towards a true love. That's an energy of Leo. The other cards we got is, wow, twin flames. So we got true love, we got Leo, we got twin flames. That's beautiful. Robotic energy is here, walking away from being a robot, walking away from just living daily life, wearing a mask, not being truly there, not having your heart in it. Oh yes, the ending of karmic chains, the ending of a karmic relationship. I'm digging that, Leo. And then you got forever love. So you are definitely headed for this beautiful forever, the rest of your life love. So I love it. You're leaving something bad and going towards something good. I'm glad I pulled those extra cards for you. All right. Okay, I hope my charger works. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive into Sagittarius. I wonder how many Saggies I have. What is the scenario with a Sag? Do I have any Saggies with me? All right. Okay, so how many Saggies? Where's my Saggies? Yes, I'm here. Sagittarius here. Okay, great. All right. Sag rising there. Okay. Spirit, please guide and direct me into the energy for Sagittarius. I want to know what's happening for Sagittarius. As you know, your ruling planet Jupiter is in Capricorn right now. Debilitated, but working on getting important things done. Wrapping up loose ends, finishing projects, being responsible, focusing on work, getting very grounded in reality. For a lot of Sagittarius people, your reality is shifting and you're just being very serious. So a lot of you guys know Sagittarius people are very optimistic and open-minded. So when their ruling planet goes into the sign of Capricorn, it's not a optimistic time for Sag. It's more of a realism. Right? We're getting a reality check. So Sagittarians are looking at things seriously, not in any kind of fluffing it up, sweetening it up kind of way. This kind of like, it is what it is. And that's how Sagittarius sees it. It is what it is. You're accepting things, the serenity prayer, accepting things you can't change, having the courage to change the things you can, and just having the wisdom to know the difference. You're just being smart, you're being wise, and you're being responsible. You're being very honest also. And you're helping people that have addictions and problems. You're helping them come out of it. And you're also helping wake people up. People that have been in the dark, people that are brainwashed, people that have a kind of sheepism reality. Sagittarius is pulling them out of their funk, okay? At least trying to. All right. So let's see what's going on for Sag. The teachers of the zodiac. The teachers and the gurus of the zodiac. The truly optimistic optimists of the zodiac. The mystics of the zodiac. The spiritually driven, intuitive, honest people. What's going on with the Sagittarius? Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. Interesting. So you're really hoping for a new beginning. You're giving that cup of love. You're like, you know what? I don't care what I've experienced in my life. I want better and I want more. And it's going to come to me. So you are kind of, in essence, still being an optimist. You are. You're giving it one last shot. You're giving it one last shot. You're willing to give something one last shot. You're excited. You're hoping for more. I definitely think that you're giving love and affection to someone regardless of how they treat you. You're turning a new leaf on how you feel sexually and emotionally. A lot of Sagittarius people look to be giving some self-love, some self-care, some rest, new makeup, new hair, new body, new clothing, just new things. Like you're taking care of yourself. You're starting new regimens for self-health, self-beauty. A little bit more of a sexually oriented person also. For a lot of you guys, you're turning on the heat sexually in some way. Okay, whatever that means for you, you're turning up the heat on that. Okay, but the center of the issue, the heart of the matter, is your love. You're hopelessly devoted. You're hopelessly in love with someone, and you're still trying to give those messages of love. Either you're putting it out in the universe or you're giving it to someone special, but you are putting it out there. I'm in love and I want love. So you're in a very loving kind of mood. What's crossing you, Sag, is either yourself or a very difficult fire sign. This could be an enemy, or this could be a lover, it could be a friend, but it's someone, maybe multiple people, that are in your way. And so you're having to fight them off. You're having to push them away. You're doing this all by yourself. You're standing your ground. You're pushing away negativity. You're pushing away people that want to impose on you. You have a lot on your plate, and you have to defend. You have to defend yourself. Some of you Sagittarians are defending a child. It could be a boy or a girl, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio baby. You're defending them and their well-being. Some of you guys are going to bat for some child. Could be your own child or it could be somebody else's. But you're fighting for them and you're fighting for stability for them. In your past, you have Sagittarius in reverse, Temperance. You may be dealing with another Sagittarius. In your past, you were unable to heal and fix a situation. You tried and you tried and you tried, but there's a lot of people against you. Six of Wands, you were victorious in many ways. You were publicly out there. People knew about you. People knew about your relationship. If there was a battle or some kind of a fight, you won. You won. But you still were unable to fix the soul tie, the relationship, mending the bond. It didn't get mended. So even though you had victory in many aspects, you're still looking back and saying it could have been better. This is like having a win, but you won by like 1 point, you know? How many people would feel like they really had a big victory if you won by 1 point? Because that's how I feel. Like somebody gave the other team a point. And you're like, great, I won, but I didn't, that's not a very good win. And that's just kind of how I feel. about that Six of Wands. It's like in the past you overcame something, you won, you were on top, you achieved something, you got something out of it. Didn't feel like a win. What are you dealing with currently? The Chariot and the Five of Swords. Notice how you're definitely being tried. You're trying to push moving forward while feeling victorious-less. Five of Wands represents a victory, a win, but it also represents a battle. And there's somebody that's not wanting to fight with you, not wanting to battle with you. You still want to be in this fight, but somebody else doesn't. And you feel like the person you're into is being influenced by other people. So we have somebody here that is fighting for the relationship, fighting for love, trying so hard to fix the past, trying to make the most of what was, trying to move forward, fighting for this relationship, and the other person has completely given up. What's coming up in your near future? Two of Swords, Ten of Swords. You're not ready to give up. There's parts of you that are, because I think you've been at this for a long time. Temperance is patience, and God knows you don't have any more patience. It's in reverse. So part of you says, okay, I'm going to give up. I've been doing this shit for too long. Nothing has come of it. Fuck it. They don't want this. I'm not going to force them. But the other part of you says, I've got to fight because there's other people involved. Maybe there's children involved. Maybe there's a troublesome karmic involved. What is your reason? I don't know. But there's more people than just you. So you're not fighting for yourself. You're defending others. So I don't know what this is, Sag. To be honest, it could be so many things for so many different people. But I do know this. If you're going to fight for someone, it's not just you. Sag is picking up a battle, picking up a fight for someone else. And you're going to do it for them. Even when you feel tired, even when you feel worn out, even when you feel like there's nothing left to fight for. You're going to keep doing this shit. Because it was wrong. Somebody was wronged. Something was unfair. There was some trickery. There was some lies, deception, deceit. There was manipulation. There was other people involved. So yeah, someone said, yes, fire signs are ready. Fire signs. That's right. And Sag represents the centurion, and I don't know if that's the right name, but the half horse, half man guy pulling back the bow and arrow, the bow on the arrow, pulling it back, aiming and shooting for something and hitting the target. So Sagittarius is driven. Sagittarius is known to not give up. Sagittarius is known to have stamina. Sagittarius is known to be stubborn. Sagittarius is also known to have a temperament. And if anyone knows a Sagittarius, you know that Sagittarius people are not patient. Contrary to the belief that Saggy is so, that's partially true, but bullshit, because Saggy's more just, no. Saggy is, get out of my way, I'm very determined, I'm a fucking horse. Like, move out of the way. I'll crush you. Like, I have a goal. Don't stand in my way. And do not fence me in. I'll jump that shit. Saggies do not like to be stopped. They do not like to be fenced in. And if there is competition, they're determined to go ahead and just compete. And keep competing until they win. Very determined group of people. So I see defeat, but I also see fuck defeat. If I had a tarot card that said fuck defeat, it would be in this reading for Sagittarius. It's basically a Saggy saying, okay, so you won the battle, but you didn't win the fucking war. I'm still fighting for that shit. I know I have a lot up against me. I know I'm in a pickle and by myself here. But I'm not going to give up. Very determined. And you're going to charge through confidently, victoriously with the Chariot. And that's kind of how you feel right now. Maybe you have Cancerian in your chart. Maybe you're fighting for a Cancerian. I don't know. Maybe you're fighting against a Cancerian. But you're just like, you know what? I'm pushing through. I'm going to win this thing. Ace of Wands, bottom of the deck, Aries energy, which is very Mars driven. And Mars is just saying, hey, what's mine is mine. All is fair in love and war. All is fair in love and war. And that's kind of what I'm hearing. Like, there is no rules in love. There is no rules in war. When it's all out war, I'm not adhering to some other kind of bullshit. So you've kind of just lost your patience. I think you were pretty hasty in the past. Like, you made some decisions in the past which gave you a quick win, but it really wasn't what you wanted in the long run. What do I mean by that? Something along the lines of, I was having a fight with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. We were on the phone. Threats were being thrown around. Last minute threat came out. I called him on their threat and said, prove it. And the other person proved it. And it ruined the relationship. And so somebody won and said they dared me. They called me on it. So I did it. I called their bluff. And you won because you pushed someone to do what you wanted them to do. But in the end, who really won? Because I see two hurt and wounded people. You know, I see people that are still struggling. And so if that was a dare or a bluff, it got called, and somebody achieved maybe telling the truth. Somebody achieved getting the information out that they wanted to get out. But it didn't work. Like, it didn't fix the issue. It just didn't fix the issue. Somebody thought, maybe if I tell on them, maybe if I bring it out to the open, maybe if I call someone else and report this, maybe if I say what's really been going on, you know, because Saggies are all about talking about the truth. So maybe it's, if I open my mouth and communicate, I'll get this person back, or I'll overcome this argument, or I'll overcome this situation. I'll prove them wrong, therefore I'll be right, and then they'll see the truth, and then they'll move forward and do what I want them to do. But that's not how it worked out. Why? Because there was no bond sealed. There was no mending of the bond. There was just a breakup and a separation. There was problems in paradise. There was the Ten of Swords, right? The ending of a situation. So did your quick win make you feel better? Definitely not. And this could be reversed. You know, if somebody's cross-watching and you're like, well, that's not me, that's them, then reverse it. Okay, reverse the message for you. But I just don't see it's over. I see somebody still willing to fight. Somebody still willing to, for some reason, you want this. Like, and I think the reason you want this is because you feel like it's a soulmate with that Temperance card. You really feel like this is the one. This is the person you were destined to be with. This is your path to destiny. This is someone that you should have been with in the first place. And you feel like maybe something was being stolen from you. Something was being taken from you. Something was being fought over with that Five of Swords. And it wasn't their property. It wasn't their person, or, you know, something along the lines of that. So anyways. Okay. So how do you see this situation, Sag? How do you see yourself? The world. Complete. Over. Put together. Finished. Two of Wands in reverse. This is determination, stubbornness, no changing my fucking mind. I want what I want because I want it, and no one's going to change my mind. I don't care. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. I know what I want. I know what I want, and I'm going to keep going at this. I'm done with the loss. I'm over it. I just want to move forward. But are you making the best decision? I don't know. I don't know what you're fighting over. We'll keep seeing it. What are you fighting over, and who is this person that clearly has pushed you to this point? King of Pentacles, Three of Wands. An earth and fire sign is who you're fighting for, or it could be who you're fighting with. And what I see is my ships haven't come in yet. This person's going to come back to me. I expect this person to come back to me. Stop telling me it's over. Stop telling me it's finished. Stop telling me that you're done. You're not done. You're lying to yourself. You're in denial. We have a deep connection. You're fighting the connection. You're fighting the love. You're resisting and fighting the love. You're fighting for someone to still love you. And they're pulling away from you. They're tearing apart your bond and your connection. They don't want to be in this anymore. We have somebody with Sag that does not want to fight for you. We have somebody with Sag that does not want to communicate with you. We have somebody with Sag that thinks they cut you off and cut you out. And keep in mind, if this, isn't for you, maybe it's reversible. Maybe you are cutting someone else out. And this is how they feel. Determined. I don't know. You're going to have to see how this reading resonates for you. I'm feeling very worn and exhausted from this reading. And I think that's what this is. Like, this relationship has drained you. Emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. It's just, you're so tired you could sleep for days. I almost feel like I'm reading for someone that could literally just sleep for days. Because it's a lot. What is your challenge and your fear? Just like Leo, Four of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Jesus, I shuffled. You saw that shit. Same fucking cards for Leo, except Leo had it in reverse. The Nine of Pentacles. And you have it upright. But the same position. Challenge, fears, hopes. You could be dealing with a Leo. You could be Sag. But let's just get back to this reading here. Virgo's also here. Listen. I hope this is not going to be a repeat message like Leo. But what I see here is the same thing. Your challenge is to love yourself. Your challenge is to be happy alone, to be happy and fruitful, to work on self-improvement, self-love, and to keep connecting with people, keep hoping, keep believing that you're going to have a union and a marriage and a reconciliation with someone that is a soulmate, that is a twin flame, that there is going to be a union and a marriage for you in your future. Your challenge is to be better off at home as well. Sag, I feel like you've dropped the ball on your house responsibilities. I know it seems basic, but that message is coming across pretty clear. You have not been responsible at home. Maybe you're not spending enough time at home. Maybe you're not spending enough time on yourself at home. Maybe you're not spending enough time on, I don't know, like the dishes, cooking, laundry, cooking at home, decorating the house, making it cozy, enjoying your home. Maybe it's paying your bills on time, being responsible with financials at home for you. Maybe there's been a dropping of the ball on that because there's been too much focus on what's going on in the relationship love department. Like that's really just distracted you, or this, it drained you so much fighting for love that you didn't even have an ounce of energy to do what else you needed to do. It's almost like you went through a spiritual warfare and you're completely wiped out, wiped clean, just completely drained. I mean, the battery wasn't low on battery, it fucking died. Like your battery just fucking died. I guess the right word for Sagittarius is, excuse me, I'm burned the fuck out. Burned the fuck out. And so that could also just be the energy, like I'm just stuck at home trying to be here and regenerating myself so I can get back out there and fight, because this was just very taxing. And there may just be a lot of financials that are a concern for you right now. You're just trying to get your life in order. Again, because this relationship just, it messed with you in many, many ways. Let's see the outcome for you. Oh my God, this is, I totally freaking shuffled a lot and mixed it. What the, and I, oh my God, you saw that. I feel like I didn't, but I did. And I don't know why these cards are coming out again. We have Virgo for the outcome for Sag. If you are really wanting to reunite with a Virgo, this is a yes. You're going to reunite with a Virgo, 9-9. It's going to happen. Yeah. The 9th hour and the ninth inning, right? The Hail Mary, right? It's going to happen. But first, the outcome is soul searching and self-love. So you're going to have to go within yourself, readjust your life, get your ducks in order, and just do some real soul searching. Again, you have to have some hope and some faith and some belief that you can make these things work. Do I suggest that you keep fighting for someone that doesn't want you? No. Do I suggest you keep fighting because there's other people involved and they're all trying to stop you right now and you should just forfeit and walk away? No. What I'm saying is, if you're fighting for someone that is not giving you an ounce of attention, leave them alone for a while. Let them sit in their own shit. See how it tastes. See how it smells. See if they like it without Sag. Give them a break of you. Make them miss you, okay? And if you're fighting because there's other people involved, if you're fighting because you've got friends and family that are blocking a lot of your progress, then keep fighting. Give yourself some retreat, some self-love, self-care, and get back out there on the horse again and fight these bastards, because now is the time to win. Just because Jupiter is debilitated in Capricorn does not mean he's not a badass fighter. It means that he's still an overcomer. He still wants to give. Okay, so you're a giver, Sag, not a taker. And you're going to give them what they deserve, honestly. So keep fighting, but you got to recharge your batteries. That's definitely in the cards. Clarify the Hermit for me, please. They don't know the truth yet. Bottom of the deck. So give it some time, because the people who are blocking you, the people who are in the way, they don't know the fucking truth. The truth is going to come out in the future. 10 of Swords in reverse. The truth hurts. And what you think is over, stick a fork in it. My goose is cooked. It's over. It's done. No, it's in reverse. The swords are falling out. This is a second chance. This is, you got betrayed. You got backstabbed. It felt like an ending. You're not even sure, because you're very smart. You're intuitive, Sag. Trust your instincts. You know it's not completely over yet. There's like a comeback coming. I really feel a comeback. What you felt was, you know, when the tsunami comes, there's an initial wave. First, the wave gets sucked back into the tsunami. But before the big wave, there's another wave. And it's a pretty big wave. So it's the first wave. And it comes back and it's pretty damaging. It's pretty fucking big, but it's not the tsunami. So I think that what you felt was the first wave. It was the first loss. It was the first defeat in battle. Like I said earlier, they may have won the battle, but they did not win the war. And I think your pride was hurt. Your ego was definitely hurt with this card. Ego done. Like you got crushed, 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 totally crushed at a loss with somebody. And you really, you know, you didn't know what to do. You're still offering love and forgiveness, but what the fuck can you do? You've been grasping at straws. Okay, grasping at straws, trying to figure out how can I turn this boat around. Don't worry about it. Nature has a funny way of taking care of itself. I was just watching some kind of nuclear documentary with my son. We're total air signs in this house. We like documentaries and shit. And we like science. So we were watching a documentary of nuclear bombs. In, where was it? What the fuck was it? It was Germany, kind of. No, it was Croatia. No, it was not. Ukraine. I was in Ukraine, and a nuclear center, like they did not dispose of nuclear waste properly. And it still is affecting the land and the people. And it doesn't show any side effects for 4 generations. So they said, you're going to see the real damage 4 generations of what happens with these people, because nuclear energy changes the DNA. It changes the genetics of a person. It is so creepy. It is so weird, but it changes the genetics. And so if you've survived a nuclear situation like they have, and they go off and get married and have sex and make a baby, that baby's going to have something wrong genetically. And it's going to transfer from that child to their children and then their children. And that's really when you're going to see it. You're going to see some real issues, some radioactive negativity in the body about 4 generations from that person that was initially affected. And again, it's that wave. You think the first wave is the strongest, but it's not. It's the wave that comes after that. So that's part of my point. But it's also, when I saw the restructuring of the town that got damaged from that nuclear plant having like an explosion, what I saw was, this is about 30 something years later. It happened it happened April 6th, 1986 is when it happened. And now there's trees growing everywhere beautifully around the buildings. Nature has really just overtaken those buildings over the past 30 something years. Like, nature has really grown over the nuclear waste. And I'm just thinking Mother Nature knows what she's doing to heal herself, to heal a wound. It's like a scab or a scar. She's dealing with it. It's a wound and she's dealing with it. And somehow Mother Nature is she's having a comeback. Even after a fucking nuclear explosion, Mother Earth is a bad bitch and she is coming back. And she's healing and she's regrowing and regenerating that shit. Go Empress. But not only that, like the other land that people were coming back to live on, these elderly people, their farms were coming back. They tested the nuclear situation and it wasn't there anymore. And so they were back on the land farming and just living, and it was beautiful. And for me, it was shocking, because you think a nuclear bomb like that would just, an eruption like that would ruin the land permanently for good. But when I saw how the land was coming back, it surprised me. And it takes a long time, took a long time, over 30 years, for the land to come back to even good. But the point is, it did. And this situation, Sag, may take a long time to come back. Like, whatever you're dealing with, it's not easy by any means. And it certainly wore you out. It's aged you, and you've been through it. And this first wave was like a nuclear fucking blast to your life. Whatever it was extremely destructive, and there was an ending, and it's over. And it's certainly going to be over in the future even, but it's not over forever. And that's the key. with this Ten of Swords in reverse. It's over, but it's not over forever, for good. It's not finalized. It's painful. It's definitely an ending in the future here, but your intuition is telling you with the challenge and the hope that if you work on some self-love, if you do some self-improvement, that outcome could definitely be different, and there is some kind of a victory and a win in the long haul, in the long term. Okay? Let's see what Spirit says. Oh, well, first I got to read these. The other cards that clarify the Hermit is the I'm so happy mask. And that's the self-love that needs work. You've been wearing a mask, not just your COVID mask, but another mask that says I'm happy, but you're not. You're really not happy. There's a lot of reasons you're really not happy, okay? It's not just this. There's just so many reasons. You're tired, you're grouchy, you're worn out, you're feeling defeated, your ego's been shut down. There's a lot of things, maybe physically struggling. There's just so much for you, and that needs address, okay? Then you have I'm on my way. So there might be a Virgo, I'm telling you, on their way. I'm on my way in the future outcome. Slowly, very slowly, but surely, I'm on the journey. I'm on my way. I'm doing some reflection, some soul work, some self-love, some introspective work. I'm doing some shadow work. I'm soul searching for my life, my purpose. Once I discover that, this will all make sense. Now, what does Spirit say about a miracle outcome? Well, we have the Fool card in reverse. This is don't take any risks. Don't be risky, be slow and steady. But bottom of the deck is Aries as well, with the Ace of Wands. And under that is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Underneath that is Judgment in reverse. So what I feel for you, Sag, is there's going to be new life breathed into this. Don't be so risky. You need to be more calculated. You need to think things through much better. There is a new beginning for you. It's not going to come super fast. You're going to have to let go of whatever happened, which I think you already have for sure. But there's a re-strategy. I really feel like this beginning is coming for you. It's just not yet. You're going to need some patience. Let's get one more card to clarify the Fool. Being distant so you won't see the truth. I already left that behind me. So I think a lot of the problems here for Sag is getting away from this scenario. There's a trip that you're going to be going on, and it's not anytime soon. It's probably in about 6 months. So it's kind of far off. But you're going to take this trip, and you're going to find yourself again. And maybe it's just a self journey. It could be an inner journey. But I see a trip. Maybe it takes 6 months. Maybe it's in 6 months, but there's something around 6 months for you. But I just feel like this is where you're going to find your truth. This is where you're going to find your true meaning. And I think the patience here is needed because Sag doesn't have a lot of patience. Sag is not one to sit here and say, fine, I'll take as long as it needs to take. You want answers now. You want movement now. You want to jump into that new beginning this week. Like you want to see action and movement. But what Spirit's telling me is this is taking some time. The recovery you need is going to take more time. And a lot of you guys are going to say, well, fuck time. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for this person. You talk about time. I've been giving it a lot of time. Look, I'm not here to debate how much time you need. I'm not that fucking person. I'm not here to take your complaints to the universe and say, hey, I've waited 2 years, 3 years, 10 years. I'm not that fucking person. I am not that person. Whatever it is you need time on, it doesn't matter how long. It's just until you find the truth. And you're going to have to ask yourself, have I discovered my truth, my purpose, the reason why I met this person? Are we compatible? What is the reason for this journey? What was the lesson I had to learn from this individual, this defeat and this loss? Yeah, what do I have to take from this? So for you, it could take, 6 months. For some, it could take 6 fucking years. I don't know who you are and how you learn. But I know that this Sagittarius energy with the Hermit is you have to go deep and you have to go within. You're not going to find your answers out there in the world. You're not going to find your answers at any school, at any class, at any person, at any teacher. You're going to find it inside yourself. Let's clarify this Fool card. Spirit, clarify the Fool. Oh, okay. Magic in the air, bottom of the deck. Ooh, reconciliation right under that. I love it. Magic is in the air, but the card that came out is broken karmic cycles, breaking the karmic chain. That's why the Fool card is in reverse. You can't have that new beginning till the chain is broken. You have a pattern and you have a habit. Maybe you have a habit of negative thinking. Maybe you have a habit of rushing into a situation. Maybe you have a habit of hanging on to something that doesn't need to be hung on to. Maybe you have a bad habit of not taking care of yourself and your responsibilities. Whatever your bad habit is, it needs to be broken so you can see the truth. And this person is going to be distant from you until you see the truth. So until you wake up, that's what's going to happen. Maybe the truth is political. Maybe the truth is spiritual. Maybe the truth is family oriented. Maybe the truth is your patterns. You're going to have to discover what your truth is that you need to see so you guys can move forward into this connection. Let's get a Moon Oracle. No, I think I want to do a map. Give me a map oracle, please, for the sign of Sagittarius. Magic prayer. Wow. Sagittarius definitely has something to do with magic, and you can't tell me otherwise. Okay, magic in the air, and then magic prayer. Got some magic going on, Sag. Okay, bottom of the deck is intention, number 22. The card up here is number 32. That has a 10 about it. 32, 22, there's a 10 in there. But there's also the energy of repetitive 2s. So it's about coming together with spirit, welcoming a new beginning that maybe you're refusing to take. It's kind of hard to take a loss for a Sag. You don't want to take a fucking loss. So there's some stubbornness going on, and there's some self-love and some introspective work that needs to be done. You need to set your intentions on what you want. Sometimes you get so lost into the fight, you don't know what it is you're fighting for anymore. How many of you Sagittarians feel like you get so stuck on, I have to win this particular thing, that you know for a fact you've lost all desire to even have it. You've been going at it for so long, the drive is just not there anymore. Now you're just doing it for the sake of doing it. So for the sake of winning, for the sake of saying I completed something. But the want isn't there anymore. Anyways. Let's read it. And I opened up to intention, which is so weird. So I'm just going to read that first. Deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change your world. You do have the World card. So you want to travel, but you feel stuck right now. You can't really make that decision to move, okay? Your objectives will be fulfilled at this time, but inspired intentions are like magic arrows, and that's a sign for Sag, arrows, shot into the sky. The universe is bringing you a gift, Sag, showing you that you're hitting the mark. Recognize that you're not the one who has to do all the fucking work. However, others help you co-create reality. You connect to the power of your intention, sending it out into the field. Then you allow synchronicity to work its magic. Perhaps, Sag, the good intentions of others will inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Own the life you want to lead. Live deliberately with clarity and detachment. So you're meant for freedom. You've been attached to a loss and a situation. Detach from that so you can love yourself. Also, you're doing all the fucking work, and that does describe this card. Everyone's against you. You're fighting. You're standing your ground. You're resisting. And you're resisting the universe bringing love in because you're just focused on all this shit. The universe wants to heal you and give you a nice cup of water because you've been working too hard. But you're too busy to even notice the universe is trying to give you this fucking cup of water. It's like someone coming out there, Mom, here's some water. You're working too hard. You're like, I told you to leave me alone. I'm busy. I'm working. You know, Sag, for work, you might be overworking yourself. And you're giving no love to the family or yourself. Like, you're overdoing it. You do know it's okay to sit down and be lazy for a fucking day. You do know it's okay to sit there and do nothing, right? Wrong. A lot of you guys don't think it's okay. You have to stay busy. You're an antsy fire sign. But the truth is you're working too fucking hard. And in regards to this relationship, you're doing all the work. That fucker is doing nothing. You're dragging his or her ass. And it's got to stop. It says that you are going to get what you want. There is a completion here, but the rest is up to them. You did your part. You did your part. Now you have to wait and receive. And I think that's what Sag's been having the problem with. Having faith, having hope, waiting and receiving for the magic in the air to come back to you. It's like setting a magic intention with a candle, expecting results right now. You're not giving it time to do its magic. You have to allow whatever happened to work its magic. So let's read the magic prayer, which I know this is all about your prayers have been heard. Your prayers have been fucking heard. And there is magic in the fucking air. Just give it a little bit more time. Be patient, Sag. Sag, speak your prayers, listen for the answers, and act in faith. When you see the magic prayer card, it is a reminder that your prayers will be answered. Spirit is always waiting to help you and heal you when you're in need. That said, the best prayer is, Thy will be done through me. Thy will and not mine be done. Wow, that's a big message. Your will is your confidence and your arrogance here, which has been totally damaged. Your will is not being done. You're almost maybe using forceful magic or just forcefully having intentions out there that this is what I want and this is the way I fucking want it. And Sag, you are very persuasive and intimidating and bossy and pushy. So you've definitely been wanting this your fucking way. And you'll be damned to let someone tell you that's not the fucking way it's going to be done. If you've ever lived with a Sag, you know they have a specific rhythm on how they clean their house and how they work and how they live. And anyone else who comes in and tries to do it, they better do it their way or they're not doing it right. And that's kind of how Sag feels with the universe. They're not doing it right. That's how you feel. You're like, listen, universe, this is not how it works. I send out the intention and you answer me back. And the law of attraction will bring that intention back to me. I'm acting in faith and I want it to be so. As above, so below. I'm following the rules here. Why am I not getting a response? Why am I not getting what I want? Because you're too controlling, and that's a karmic pattern that has to stop. You have to allow this to flow naturally. You've been so micro-focused on a situation. You've forgotten your family and you've forgotten yourself. Most importantly, you forgot yourself. You are lost in the aim and the goal. Like everything else is fucking lost. You've gotten so desperate to achieve this goal, this relationship, this healing, this recovery act. You've been so lost in maybe being proven right. Let the truth come out that the relationship got lost in the fray. And that happens to Saggies a lot. You're so intent on the truth coming out that you're going to lose your congregation, or you're going to lose your following, or you're going to lose your relationship. A lot of priests and pastors lose their congregation, their followers, because they're so goal-oriented on building a new church that every time people go to church, all the pastor does is talk about getting the money in the basket. Preaching on the new church, preaching on building the new church, preaching on growing the church, preaching on reaching other people. The pastor can become so focused on the goals of the church that he or she forgets to feed the church, forgets to nourish the congregation, the people that he or she has. So goal-driven, and they lose them. And so I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm saying there's an element of truth in that. There's an element here that you are so driven on getting your truth out that maybe in the past, some way or another, you being proven right, you getting the truth out there was more important than salvaging the relationship, than keeping a secret a little longer so you could still be in connection with that person, than having the relationship with the kids and the blah, blah, blah. You wanted the truth out there so much to be proven right that now they've lost. And you're fighting to get it back. The frustration that you wanted to just make it clear you wanted nothing to do with this person. Nothing at all. You weren't interested. And you fought and you fought and you fought, and you want to be proven right, that you are certain that you are right, and that's more important than the suffering of yourself or the people you love, like the children. Whatever this is for you, whatever this message is, and whatever it has to do with your life, all I'm saying is whatever focus you've been micro-focused on, it got in the way of the bigger picture. Spirit is always wanting to help you heal and heal you when you're in need. Conscious contact with your higher power is achieved through the ritual of prayer and meditation. Speak and listen to the divine force within the field of creation. Surrender your wishes and your desires to Spirit. You may not get what you want, but you will surely get what you need. Your destiny awaits you as long as you keep in conscious contact with your higher power. Be assured that you are on the right path. So I really like that. You're on the right path. You didn't make a wrong turn here. You just got too focused, okay? Spirit wants you to give yourself some rest and some love. Let's get a message from the person that is blocking you. I think if you're blocked from someone, Sag, it looks like you're going to get unblocked in the future. Okay? So if somebody out there is a Sag and you are not able to call, text, or communicate 10 of Swords with somebody, in your future, it's going to get unblocked with the 10 of Swords in reverse. That person right now could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, is in indecision about whether to respond to you or open up communication. But in the future, they are going to open up communication. Right now, they're trying to get single. They're trying to get unattached from a commitment that they've been in. They're trying to work on themselves, and they will communicate with you. In the meantime, just give yourself some love, okay? And if you've blocked them, then you already know the answer. You're already considering unblocking them, okay? You're doing some soul searching. There's definitely a Sagittarius that is unsure about a relationship. You really expected this to go in a really healthy, good direction. But something in your life is certainly ending. It's just definitely over. I sense hesitation, not really wanting it to be over, but it's ending regardless. I think it's a karmic relationship that's on its way out the door. The decision's already been made. You're just waiting to get confirmation. That confirmation will come in about 4 to 6 weeks is what I'm hearing. So you are going to get confirmation if somebody has decided to leave a relationship, okay, or a job or a situation of some matter. The outcome here, though, is singleness and isolation. So the outcome for Sag is you're going to be pulling away from this person, or this person's going to be pulling away from you momentarily. They are on their way. They're just working on that inner self, okay? There's some soul searching and some soul love much needed. But if you are separated from someone that you're offering your love to, and they're fighting you, they don't want your cup. Every time you put your hand out there and you're like, here's my fucking cup, I love you, they're rejecting your fucking cup. Just know that you're going to be victorious. You are going to overcome this. You're going to get to show your heart. You're going to get to say how you feel. There's an emotional message on the way for Sag that you're either going to share or hear. But communication is on the horizon. It is coming. Slowly but surely, it's coming. There is going to be a sense of stabilization, especially if there's a Virgo involved as well. I have to mention that. Yep, there's a Virgo. Earth energy is clarifying this outcome here, and we have work, structure, responsibility, money, grounding, healing, and reality. And that's what's really going on in your relationship right now. It's being grounded, it's being healed, we're focusing on the responsibilities. Virgo energy is work hard, focus, pay attention to the details, and put in the work, okay? So right now we're just putting in the work for self. Now, what does this person want to say to Sag? If they've been so difficult, what is this person you're trying to communicate with? Just as I said, just like you, or maybe both of you are this way, tired and fucking exhausted. I'm over fucking whelmed. I'm having sleepless nights. I'm not getting enough sleep. I'm overgiving. I have very unhealthy boundaries. So that's something your person definitely wants you to know. They can't even think straight, which is why Spirit says the outcome is the Hermit. Isolation, pulling back, giving to self. We are going to have that new beginning, but we got to deal with this pile of mess first. I loved you then, I love you still. Always have, always will. So Sag, your person still fucking loves you. Okay, and if you've been sitting here worrying, I don't know if they love me, I don't know how they feel, they still fucking love you very much. I know it doesn't feel that way. I know it doesn't look that way, but there is magic in the fucking air. Even underneath that is a reconciliation. Okay, so trust and believe, have some faith. This isolation is much needed. Bottom of the deck is the grass isn't greener on the other side. Okay, so your person just wants you to know they're going through some shit. You're going through some shit too. Could be both ways. But they just want you to know, if you think that the grass is so fucking green where they're at, they're just happy and skippity-doo-dah, dippity-dah day, they're just having a wonderful fucking time, cupcakes and fucking rainbows and lemon drops, you're wrong. The grass is certainly not greener wherever they're at, and they are dealing with it. We're going to get a Elquay Oracle as I end. What does the future hold with the Fool card? What does the future hold with the Fool card in regards to love for the sign of Sagittarius? Besides the fact you're making a full recovery on self-love and self-healing, total full recovery is in the future. The World card is how you see yourself right now. You are wrapping up this fucking karmic ass mess, okay? And there is going to be a fixing of all of this. So you're getting back on track. You're on the right path, Sag. But where does this love take you? Where is it guiding you? We have Consia, she who whispers, secrets, confessions, and confidant. So secrets are going to be coming out right now. Shh. It's hush hush. You're not hearing the truth. There's no communication. It's not coming in. There is going to be a love confession. Okay. There is. And I also was hearing consequences to your actions. Somebody is getting the consequences of their actions right now. They're feeling it. Karma's hitting them hard. Just know that a love message that is secret is definitely on the way out. The other card that came out for you, Sag, is Isra, she who dreams. Escape, dreams, and fantasy. You know, this message is very simple for me. Sag, get some fucking sleep. You're not sleeping. Who is it? There's a Sag out there that is not fucking sleeping. And you're tired as fuck. But every time you hit the sack, every time you lay down, your mind is awake again. Like you're so tired. You lay in bed and you're ready to sleep, but you can't. You're having a very hard time with this. There's got to be something you can do. Melatonin works. Eat a banana, hot tea, soft music. God, read a book. That'll put you to sleep. But it takes effort. Remember that Virgo energy. You're going to have to work at fixing your schedule and getting healthy. This is why you and your lover are not doing well right now. Because these are the matters at heart that need to be dealt with. Self-love, self-care. So yeah, you need to dream and be well rested. I'm going to leave that there, but I am going to read She Who Whispers because I think that's what's going to be coming out for Sag. There it is. Okay. Secrets, confessions, and confidant. Consia, she who whispers, knows how to keep a secret. You won't pry anything from her lips. She is she's a questionable vault who holds all the lies and the truths of the world. Her smoky quartz headdress helps remove negative energy. In fact, it is said to transform it into positive energy. It is her role to hear all the confidences of all who come to her. Consia, Latin for confidant, never judges. She simply listens. This card reveals that all of us have secrets. It may be time to release yours now if they have become a burden. If you are concerned about being judged, look into your own heart first for compassion. Sometimes we convince ourselves that our secrets are uniquely dark and deep. When we expose them to the light, we may discover others have the same fears. If someone has entrusted you with their secrets, honor their confidence. Sag, ask yourself, what are my secrets? What would happen if I shared my secrets with others? And who can I trust with what I value most? So you might have to just open up. Personally, I think somebody else is going to open up with you. Personally, I think secrets are coming out. Okay? Yeah, right now it's just time to focus on earth. Work, structure, responsibility, money, grounding, and healing in reality. Like I said from the beginning with Jupiter and Capricorn, your ruling planet, no wonder you're in a heavy earth Virgo vibe because it's all about reality. It's all about being disciplined and focused and diligent, okay, dedicated to yourself. Taking care of work and money matters is most important, and I think that's where you're headed. Just doing that. So as far as love, I don't see a lot happening with that right now, like love coming in and returning very soon. I see that you want love. Where is love? You're wanting it. But I think there's a pause. Honestly, I think that there's some habits that have got to go, and there has to be a turning of who you are into who you're meant to be. And I think there's this beautiful transformation. So get some rest, get some sleep, get on a better schedule, take care of yourself, take care of your responsibilities. You're going to find that when you're on that path and you're doing all of those things in isolation, that's when the reconciliation is going to pop up for you. In the meantime, don't worry about your person, because whatever situation they're in, the grass is definitely brown and crunchy. It is not green at all. So I don't think you should be sitting here fretting and worrying about what kind of happiness they're experiencing and what kind of misery you're having, because that's not the truth. The truth is they're experiencing a lot of suffering as well. So magic is in the air. The only recommendation I have as a tarot reader for Sag is candle work. Going on. Anyways, to end this reading, like I said, guys, the grass is not greener on the other side. Also, to add, in addition to that message, because everything happens for a reason, the time that my phone shut off was 9:11. And we have 111 likes. And we have we had 99 people a second ago. So 9/11 could be a very big, important number for the Sagittarians. So if that is meaningful to you, if you have some attachment to that, if that is a birthday or a death anniversary, or maybe you were affected by the Twin Towers in some way, or your lover was, that may be, you know, a direct message for you that this Sagittarius reading really hit home. And, you know, just to add to that reading, since it got interrupted, I'll just pull one more card for you. What is the lesson that your person is learning? And what is the lesson you're learning? I'll pull those last two cards because I'm sorry for the interruption. What is the lesson that your person is learning? Cards, please reveal to me what I'm asking and what I'm feeling and give me the message of truth. What is this person learning? Wow, death. And see, 9/11, we talked about a death. Death, though, and it's I'm learning that endings are merely new beginnings. We did have the World card. We do have the Ten of Swords. Both of those have something to do with an ending and death, basically, because that is the finishing of something. So your person is certainly learning about letting something be completely over and getting over it, getting over a grudge, getting over a pain, getting over guilt, getting over a loss. So they're learning about death, and it says, death is an illusion. It's a fact of life that the human body we use to travel this earth in must eventually stop working. It is not meant to exist forever. The energy of consciousness that inhibited the body is free, and it returns to its natural home. But it never abandons us. Learn to view death as merely a change, and everything must change, because stagnation extinguishes progress. This is true for relationships or career. A soul lesson may be completed, and it is time to move on beyond this point of familiarity and expand into the new horizons of learning and development, which is the World card that we got. This is a wonderful opportunity to thank those souls in your life who have shared part of your path and have taught you so much, and a time to say goodbye. So your person is going through an ending. The World, Ten of Swords, King of Pentacles, Earth energy, probably a Virgo. There's some kind of an ending with a Virgo. They are experiencing a death of a relationship, a death of a job, a death of whatever was. They're learning that lesson, okay? Bottom of the deck, overall, underall energy is success. And it talks about love. The greatest success is love. If you don't have love, you're not successful in anything. They're learning that very difficult lesson. What is the lesson you're learning for, Sag? What is Sagittarius's lesson that they're taking from this isolation, this Hermit card? I must go within myself, do some soul searching. What is the lesson that you're learning? Friendship. Bottom of the deck, trust. Both of these are purple. Third eye and crown. I accept my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So you're going to definitely learn to trust your inner voice, that it's going to guide you in the right way, even when you feel lost. But oddly enough, you got friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. A lot of you Sagittarians have been so connected to a lover that you've neglected friendships. You know, and these could be with your children. These can be with your siblings. This can be with your mom or your dad, your grandparents, your best friends, your neighbor. You know, you have to have life outside of the relationship. And even life outside of work is what I'm hearing for Sag. So the lesson you're learning is how to gather these relationships into your life because you're so micro-focused. You don't know how to juggle these relationships and fulfill your goals at the same time. It's usually one or the other. And so it's very hard for you to juggle, which is why Gemini, your 1-7, your soulmate vibe, is a lesson for you, and it's usually your karma also, because they know how to juggle. But Gemini is very good at friendships. Sagittarius people struggle, especially Sagittarius risings. You just don't see life as with other people. You see life as you're the only one you can trust. You're the only one you can depend on. You're the only one that gets things done right. You're the only one that can lead the pack. And leaders act alone. And that's how Sagittarius feel. And so working on friendship for you is really hard. But you're going to have to reestablish some friendships outside of your focus of work or goals, and especially your love relationship. You got to reestablish these connections. And I opened it up to that. Okay. All humans are created from the same source. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason, but there are some souls that share a unique kinship. Friendship can be the most exciting and beautiful experience on earth, but it can also be frustrating and heartbreaking. Understand that everyone is in your path to teach you something. It may be for a year or a lifetime. Together, you will learn various lessons from the heart, such as trust, love, loyalty, and admiration. Those bonds of friendship are often stronger than those of family. You have formed a bridge of understanding between the two of you that has stood the test of time and of lifetimes. A true friend will illuminate your path instead of dim it. He or she will give advice with their best interest at heart. To be able to communicate at a soul level with another human being is the biggest treasure of the physical dimension. And it's also being a friend to your lover as well. Sometimes, Sag, you're so gung-ho on being a teacher, you forget how to be a friend. And that is the truth. And I'm not trying to bust your balls, but you are such a dominant fire sign, and you're such a powerful teacher, very wise, very smart, very intuitive, and very forceful. You're so strong, such a fire sign. Powerhouse. It's okay to have a friend. It's okay to not always teach and preach. It's okay to not always tell someone what they need to do. It's okay to not always be on the teacher vibe, because Sag, even in love, you tend to want to teach your spouse. Be a friend. And this is one of the lessons you must learn. Be a friend. Listen. Don't always preach. Listen. Don't always teach. Have fun. Go on the journey and learn something from them. Yeah, so that is your reading. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like I always say, this love is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming. This is one reading of many. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed my readings. Go ahead and hit the bell icon so you're notified of any other live upcoming videos. It saves you the trouble of having to watch ads, and you get to be interjected with your energy into my readings. It makes it better for you as a viewer. So go ahead and do that. If you're interested in anything I have to offer, you can always go to jks1111.com. Please keep in mind, anything that you purchase needs to be purchased through Cash App. So you're going to have to download the Cash App. My Cash App tag is money symbol. Let that shit go, 1111. Each word has the beginning capital letter. So keep in mind you can do that. If you want to donate anything to my channel, you're more than welcome to on Cash App. And I'm always super appreciative of super chats on here. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Thank you, moderators, for all your help and support on my channel. I'm going to go ahead and go for the evening now. I will respond to emails and messages tomorrow. I am feeling very beat and very drained, but I will be on top of more things tomorrow. I resume work tomorrow, so you'll be hearing more from me then. I'll be checking my Skypes, and I'll be checking whatever it is I need to get done. So I'll be on it. Until then, until tomorrow, I love you guys. Sleep well, be well, get some rest, and I'll see you tomorrow. Lots of love and light. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.